First, you fucking lie to your audience about the GoFundMe shit, and you fly a retard out to have gay butt sex with.
Is sex a part of your contract, yes or no?
No. Dude, look at these disgusting freaks. You really want to do this to yourself?
No, let me finish. You sent self-harm of yourself to fucking children. You exposed yourself, explicit photos of yourself in the Discord server, Homotopia, where there was children present. And then when we questioned you about it, you want to know what you said? No, you want to know what he fucking said? He said, it's just gym progress. You know, in my pornographic Discord server, it's just gym.
Let's, you know what? Let's just do the doc in one go now that the, live thing is over. And let me just go ahead and show you guys this. So here we are. We already have a couple of these from Delta here. So I'm just going to live stream my Discord and not show it first so that, you know, it doesn't show anything evil. Don't want to leak a bunch of DMs. So let me just do this. Hold on. But I will show you like the war that has been happening in the live chat. All right. So we got this. So then let me do this. Okay. So Ace the narrator, who he like claimed as a groomer or something. I have full exported Discord logs of Ace admitting to the veracity of the Discord messages and the documents made on him. Why are you all lying? Schlepp says, hey Parlo, are you still talking to Nathrix? LOL. Parlo says, Schlepp, why did your friend attempt to solicit CP from an ID verified 11-year-old when he was 14? ID verified 11-year-old? What business does an 11-year-old have having an ID? What? Then he deleted his messages where he admitted to speaking to an alleged 13-year-old when he was 16. 13, 16. Oh my god. Okay. Parlo was being groomed by a predator into wanting gender reassignment surgery. So one I know, someone I know maybe, who's the same age as Parlo, sent him a vid of what the surgery is to snap him out of it, Ruben Sim says. Ruben Sim also says, Parlo is thanking 1IK for stopping him from being groomed and mutilating himself by implying he sent him gore. Parlo says, I called Nathrix a groomer and sent this to Gwengo, and Nathrix blocked me. Lamau, what is this point? You covered up the actions of Ace. And then Schlepp just says, Ruben Sim, lol. Parlo then says, Schlepp, you are in a group chat where Ace was getting pushed for his allegations of asking and requesting girls for CP content. Halo says, Nathrix left a comment 1 hour ago, lol. Ruben Sims says, Parlo ignoring anything he can't argue with. Schlepp says, so you make up something about someone who works for me to label me as a predator defender. Schlepp says, what did Ace do? I genuinely have no idea. Wait, hold on. Let me just not show for a second so that you guys can't see evil DMs of me killing people. Okay, so then back to this. Ruben Sim, Parlo explaining to the drive-thru worker when he talked in detail about a purple dildo to his underage YouTube viewers. Then Parlo says, how can I prove any of this in a Discord live chat? Haha, this is such a weak comeback. YouTube live chat, I mean. Haha, haha, haha. And then 1IK is saying, why are you just blindly saying it then? Which I've told Parlo this before. Parlo, this doesn't debunk nothing. Donkers and bonkers. I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. So then hold on, we've got more. So this is just Ruben. I'm not going to show this one just because it's like very small. Parlo chat banned Schlepp, it's over. Then Schleppington said, did Nathrix help you with this? I guess that's his second channel. Then Ruben Sim says, why did you make him mod in your NSFW server full of kids? Not sure who that's in reference to. And then Ruben Sim also says, Mini Tunes victim Lamau. And I know about the Mini Tunes stuff. It's not important. So then we have these. All right, we have these. I sent you some in the chat where the 3/8 of the way into Parlo's video, less keynote but still funny. The chat was 8, so I had to stop screenshotting shit. Yeah, fair enough. Bro, you started early? Yeah, dude, because I had to catch up. Okay. So let's look over some of the war here. Schlepp is friends with the Ace the narrator, who is a groomer and solicited CP. Schlepp knew 1IK shared trans gore with me when I was 17. He did this because I was questioning my gender identity at the time. And we already saw what Schlepp said about this. I don't blame Wolfgang for the IRL fight. Teens these days don't give a fuck. Lol. Okay, that's really retarded. Parlo said Toastify's getting under the table payments from Wolfgang to play devil's advocate for him. That is an insane claim. That is an. I'm screenshotting this right now and sending it to Parlo. I am sitting that. Okay, hold on. That is such an insane game, or claim, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Hold on. First of all, I'm saying that to Toastify because he wanted this. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. I just said, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. So, because no, he's not. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like, why are you trying to make such a retarded fucking, like, oh my god. It's so fucking retarded, dude. Come on. Alright, so then we've got that one, and then Burn the World says, can we turn this off? It's gonna be 10 more hours. Why would anyone care what Muujin thinks? He dated numerous pedophiles and is friends with gore streamers. Not sure what that's referencing to. Schlepp is friends with Ace the Narrator. We talked about that. Schlepp knew. Okay, so we already showed that as well. Oh, okay, I'm just recycling screenshots at this point. Hold on. I don't have any other DMs with Speed Racer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on showing these. Parlo getting a speeding ticket. Officer, why did you ask a 10-year-old for CP that one non-specific time? True. Real. Wait, why didn't you answer that? Are you still talking to Nathrix? I called Nathrix. Okay, so we already talked about that. Where did I cover it up? Parlo is so mind broken he's mentally trapped in Discord. All you do is utilize the plausible deniability card, claim you have no knowledge of this, and brush it off. Schlepp said, I asked Ace, and the only age gap I saw was 1 year age gap. Who was the victim? And then Parlo said, Schlepp, you're in a GC where Ace was getting pressed on his allegations of asking and requesting girls for CP. Sim says, Parlo explaining the drive-thru worker, the purple dildo thing. We saw that. How can I prove any of this? And so we already saw that. Jihadi attested that one IK showed a sex toy collection of numerous people in a call, some of who were alleged minors. And there is a screenshot of this too. Parlo says, it is so easy for them to gang up because they were complicit in Muujin nuking my channel. They deplatformed me, so it's infinitely easier for them to suppress me. And then here, I have a screenshot of you, Schlepp, supporting my channel termination and your buddy 1IK admitting to mass reporting my channel. Then we have Schlepp saying, so now I'm complicit. What a joke, Parlo. Then we have Schlepp, the advocate for child safety. What happened when people see that you demeaned a 13-year-old grooming victim? No idea what he's talking about there. I'm waiting for 1IK to contact me on Discord. 1IK isn't sending me a request. That is odd. Ruben, are you going to call out Potimer when I release proof that he was grooming the girl when she was 14 and he was 18? They were planning to meet again. Parlo says, 1IK, you said you would speak on Discord. Haha, you're funny, man. I see you haven't changed the ways with screen sharing porn to people. I have no idea who that's in reference to. 1IK, you screenshotted trans surgery to me when I told you I was questioning my gender identity in 2022 and you pushed me to watch it. We already had that explained to us. Parlo Kirk. Okay. Parlo told me once that he liked boys. Is that harassment? Parlo chat ban Schlepp, it's over. Okay, we already showed that. Chat ban Schlepp. Parlo went full Roblox and banned Schlepp. Sorry, Parlo, I take it back. Did Nathrix help you edit this like last time? Lol. Then Gwengo says, Tanuki Allen is a moron who worked with Nathrix to expose Schlepp. That's insane if true. Parlo says, no, Nathrix, the pedophile, did not edit this video. You're grasping at straws. Ruben says, why did you make him a mod in your NSFW? Kiss, we already saw that. He commented on this video, though, apparently. I can't control what a pedophile types in my comments. Winter next GoFundMe, but for your sex adventures. Then Schlepp also says, Parlo never cared about victims. It's only about drama. Then these last ones, the mini tune. Hello, Parlo.
Hello.
You're echoing a little bit.
Oh yeah, let me change my mic. What an interesting live chat that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that they would do that. Snun, I've had the ability to see everything that's been going on behind the scenes still, despite my cancellation. I knew that they were going to be doing that. They did that with Loppy, and they did that with Snun. They always look into, hopefully this mic's better now. Is this mic better?
Yes.
Yeah, they did this with Snum. They have an OPSEC Discord server, Schlep does, where he has people who collect information on everything he does. It was no brainer that they would all try and jump in this situation. Luckily, though, I could share some information right now because I think it's better. It comes out. I've got Discord history tracker archives of like group chats where Schlep was present in. Um, Unfortunately, with one I know, there's two Roblox commentary YouTubers who were there at the time, back in 2022, in a Roblox YouTuber Discord server we had, where one I know, or one IK, screen shared like trans surgery gore to me when I was 17. One of them's Elliot, aka Cole, Coael, and then you've got Webby, who is actually friends with Internet Anarchist. But I find it very interesting that they openly lied and covered it up in the chat because they hedged their bets on the fact that I didn't have evidence of this anymore. But
So wait. Just contextually here. What exactly like okay, so what exactly happened in these chats? Because you I'm sorry if I'm misunderstanding, but it felt like you're
we'll go over each situation.
Okay. Sure.
So one I know was like a close associate of Mugen. He's the guy with the red smile profile picture with the two dots in the mouth.
Mhm.
Very simple profile picture. He is associated with both Ruben and Schlep, and
Mugen is?
he no one I know and
Oh, okay.
Mugen, both
Okay,
of
okay.
them.
Got it,
But
got
he's
it, got
friends
it.
with all of them.
Got it.
He is I think 2 years older than me, around about that, or 23, I would presume. And when Mugen was uploading porn to my channel, unlisted, he was one of the adults who was given the responsibility of mass reporting the content to like fuck up my channel. I also have a screenshot of like Schlep behind the scenes celebrating my channel termination, and it's a hell of a lot easier for them now to gang up and attack me now that I obviously don't have a platform to really defend myself on. So they act all big and cocky right now, and they're fully fucking lying about everything, fully lying. In 2022, specifically December, New Year's Day, um, I was questioning like my gender identity at the time. This was because I was getting groomed by Nathrix into like she was offering me estrogen, shit like that, like or ways to get it. Um, and I was voicing to one I know about this. And he's pretty. I'm not gonna like moral fag about this, but he's pretty bigoted and like transphobic. So he was trying to etch me out of doing that by being like, "Oh, you want to be a disgusting trans? You want to go through skin grafting and all of this disgusting like degenerate surgery?" And then he started playing like 4chan videos of like trans surgeries, and he kept pressing me to look at it, like, "Oh, come on, look at it! Come on, little guy! Come on, guy! Look at this!"
Well, hold on,
There was
Barlow.
also
Just
yeah.
clarifying question. Didn't you just admit that you were being groomed into being trans though? Like, and I'm not saying that justifies
No,
like that action.
the grooming is a much greater thing in general, but what she was also doing was pushing, like, oh, she wasn't pushing me, but she was offering me like ways to get like estrogen and shit like that.
And would you have been like questioning your identity so much and like potentially wanting to go forward with that if it weren't for Nathrix's influence?
Um, I would say it was also its own thing, but Nathrix kind of added on to that.
Okay. Okay, sure. All right,
Um,
proceed.
but when I saw these videos, they were so like fucking disgusting that like it put me off that entire thing permanently. It was the most vile shit I've ever seen. It was someone getting like skin grafting and either I can't remember if it was M to F surgery or it doesn't matter. The point was it was like ripping off layers of skin, transferring it to other parts of the body. It was really disgusting and gross, extremely bloody. There was also another example where he was going over a Roblox YouTuber named Tankfish, who I have a massive document on. And Tankfish was promoting hentai nuke codes to children. And one of the memes he posted on Twitter had a bunch of nuke codes that led to like lolly shotacon rape. Am I able to say these words without it getting flagged? on your
Yes.
stream.
Yes.
Like literally every bad thing you could think of. There was a specific comic that led to Shota Lolly rape cannibalism comics, and he screen shared him going through these comics. And he was like being critical, being like, "Oh, look how gross this is! Look how gross and disgusting this is!" But he was screen sharing this to me, who was 17, and also in front of Cole, who was 15 to 16 at this time. He was around 19. When and so fast forward to 2024, one of Ruben's associates, Alaskan Reality, was called out for being a pedophile. This was August 2024, I believe, and I'm not saying Ruben knew about this. He obviously didn't. He called him out as soon as it was known. But Ruben made a tweet stating that if any of my friends have done the same thing, please come out about them. I don't want to be seen associating with people like this. So I spoke to Schlepp about what One I Know did to me. I actually believe Green Lego Cats was present in that call as well. And Schlepp was prodding me over and over and over again to go to Ruben Sim about this, pressing me over and over and over and over again. Oh, you just go to Ruben. Like, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Well, I get eventually into a call with Ruben, and it's extremely awkward. First of all, basically he says I'm doing this for attention. There's no point in calling this out. And then Schlepp completely does like a 180 and then starts stating, well, I really don't see the point of it because you were kind of being groomed by a disgusting pedophile into being trans. So it's like they were kind of doing you a favor, really. It's unbelievable. Now
Wait, hold on. Just to clarify, just a couple of little clarifying questions. So when you went to Schlepp, this was obviously before getting termed, right? And this was just about the gore.
This was
Right.
August 2024.
Okay. So then, and then the other follow up on that would be: are you alleging that Schlepp is transphobic?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you said that he said that you were getting groomed by a disgusting trans. So I just want to make sure.
No, I said I thought I said disgusting pedophile who's trying to groom me to be trans.
No, you said by a disgusting trans.
Okay, no, disgusting pedophile. They absolutely hate Nathrix for justified purposes because
Right.
Nathrix also groomed them, but
Okay.
yeah,
Wait. Hold on. Is that public?
Yeah, that's public. He's been very open about it.
Nathrix groomed Schlepp?
Yes.
Oh, I was unaware of that. Okay. Proceed.
Like Nathrix has groomed so many YouTubers. Like she's like one of the worst in history. We found her recently. We found another 13-year-old a victim of hers that she knew the age of. By the way, there's no plausible deniability bullshit for that. She was about 18. But so that was that. Then there was also a time when I confronted One I Know about the situation. I believe this was also around 2024, and we engaged in a debate about what happened. He was denying it in the live chat, obviously, because he's hedging his bets on the fact that I don't have evidence for this. But at the time, he was basically stating how I was 18 at this time when I wasn't. This was December 2022, so there's no way I could have been 18. And then he also stated that I was actually asking for it out of like morbid curiosity to see. Even if that was true, that literally doesn't like alleviate anything whatsoever. Had I been the one to have done this, I would have been absolutely maligned for it. But those were his two responses. Now, of course, he's denying it, and it's very easy for people not to take me seriously, but you can't understand how fucking infuriating it is to see this guy openly lie. Like, this guy has no moral backbone at all. Then, Ruben was in the chat going like, oh, well, let me bring the screenshot up. He said this in the live chat. They were deflecting a hell of a lot in that. Oh, give me a minute.
Okay. Well, I have an unrelated follow-up question for you at some point.
So Ruben said Parlo is thanking One I Know for stopping him from being groomed into mutilating himself by implying that he sent him gore. He's very neatly like stepping around like the situation.
Parlo,
he knows damn well
what
that
do
I
you think
confronted
putting
him
this
about,
video
like,
out
how
will do for you in a positive?
Hold on, I forgot to
What do
turn
you
off
hope
donos
happens
so I can
next?
just read them rather than the donos sound interrupting everything. Guys, I will read donos. And we'll ask that question in just a second. Thank you, Captain C. Appreciate it. All right, go on, Parlo. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I sent you a screenshot of that. I know that Green Lego Cats has far more of a moral backbone when it comes to situations. I know this because I've been told that he was also privately disagreeing with what Schlepp was doing when he was covering up the allegations of a massive Roblox developer, who they were basically stating, Ruben was basically stating Minitoon's victim, and he was saying lol to it. He was taking the piss. I obviously am not going to go into that too much right now, but Green Lego Cats was saying how fucking weird it was that that's being covered up. So I'm hoping that if I have contact with him, he can attest to this call actually happening. But
Okay.
I can give you chat exports. First, I want to forward you this document. So um, I want to focus on a guy named Ace Narrator. This is someone who is working with what's his name? Working with Schlepp. He's a voice actor for his Predator Exposed videos. This is a compilation of all the screenshots that are against him right now. A lot of these are miscellaneous screenshots, but it shows a long history of him trying to get CP from numerous girls. Now, the age gaps vary from 1 to allegedly 3 to 4 years. One of the girls, named Lolly, was apparently ID verified to have been 11 at the time,
Her
and
name was
he was
Lolly,
trying to get.
bro.
No, not LOI. No, not Lolly like
Oh, okay.
LOLI, but
Oh,
like
okay.
LOLEE. But I have the Discord, and it was very convenient. Ace Narrator admitted to Guamgo in a message that I literally saw being screen shared in a Discord group chat that also contained Schlepp, because you know Schlepp had to add Ace Narrator in to then consult Guamgo about the allegations. But this motherfucker allegedly admitted to being in a relationship with a 13-year-old when he was 16, and then deleted those messages of him admitting to that. I distinctly remember seeing that as well. But in the Discord DHT archive I have, that's been conveniently deleted, but the messages of Ace Narrator being confronted about him trying to get CP from this 11-year-old is still there. Now, he feigns the idea that he doesn't know that this person was 11, despite the fact that he was talking about them being like prepubescent and being under the age of 13. Like, oh, well, when you're 13, we can do this, that. So, this guy has like a long history of alleged like 3-year age gaps. And like, if you have one 3-year age gap, since it's a moral gray area, that can perhaps maybe be justified if they're a minor and there's no element of grooming, solicitation, or attempting to meet up or anything illegal like that. But in this case, he's trying to push someone who's 3 years younger and quite literally prepubescent into giving him illicit material. And he's shown this pattern from 2020 all the way to at least 2022. So there's a long repeat pattern in this behavior of him having like disparaging age gap dynamics. And
Okay.
Schlepp had went to me. I gave you the document with a bunch of screenshots.
And
These
is
are
this
jumbled
the
up.
is this the Schlepp
Yep.
document that you, or is this the document that you said is on Schlepp that you had? That's like 40 pages or whatever.
No, I'm not. No, that's not the document I have on Schlepp. That's just a document on ACE.
Okay. So what before we like leave the subject of Schlepp, like what's the deal with that?
This is to do with Schlepp because Schlepp was defending this
Well,
guy.
but what is this? Because you reference it in your chat, like you say that you have a 40-page document on Schlepp. Like, what's that about?
Oh, I do.
What? Yeah.
It
So like,
goes
what is
over
that?
every. So Schlepp has a tendency to defend like minors who are between the ages of 16 and 17 who have done like either who've engaged in groomer-like behaviors or like borderline pedophilia. He attempts to defend it, or even CSAM solicitation. He attempts to defend it by stating, well, since they're two minors, who really gives a fuck? There's like a repeat pattern of this behavior where he claimed that Potimer didn't actually rape the 12-year-old when he was 16. He's avoided calling Potimer out publicly, and that has led to Potimer getting away with it. There is proof of Potimer speaking to this same girl that he raped when they were 14 and a half and he just turned 18, stating that he would like to get in a relationship with them again and meet up. If this was anyone else, by the way, this is proven now it's a legal adult messaging a minor. This still has not been called out to this day. And Schlepp basically did this because he doesn't want to engage in calling out situations where there are basically two minors engaging in this behavior.
Real quick before we proceed, Parlo, do we have is there any way we can get confirmation from Guamgo that this group chat happened that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, I got you could just have the Google Drive that I have.
Gwen.
Uh, no, I have the Discord group chat archived.
Oh, okay. So you already have proof that Gwemgo like was in this.
Yes,
Like,
I've
okay.
said this like 50
Okay,
million
okay,
times.
okay, okay,
Here's
okay.
here's
Just
the
making
Google
sure.
Drive. Here's the Google Drive. Here's
You're
the
just saying,
Google Drive right
listen,
here.
listen. You're just like you're going back and forth a lot. You gotta forgive me a little bit for just
And
asking
I mean, there's a
clarifying
lot of
questions.
there's a lot of whack shit that these people have done.
Right. I understand that, and that's why I'm like trying to clarify because chat's very confused, and I'm a little bit confused too. What the fuck even is this, dude?
Basically, you download that because it's me uploading a DHT to a Google Drive because there's no other way of me doing that. So, promise you, it's not a rat or anything like that. Download it and then you can open it up on Microsoft Edge.
Or I can open it up on DHT, right?
Your Microsoft Edge, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
worked
got
for me. Tell me if it works.
Let me open it up on Edge. So I just drag it into the Edge, essentially.
Download it and just open it. It will pop up with like, where do you want to open this?
Yep. It worked. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Okay. All right, proceed.
I'm gonna also give you a couple screenshots from this document, but not the whole thing because there is a very big situation at the very top of the document, and that needs to be like gone about in like a massive video, and I don't have the ability to go about that in a massive video. Because obviously no one's gonna A, take me seriously, and two, I don't have the reach.
Well then, I mean, are you gonna give it to somebody?
Someone's already doing it.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay. Schlep associating with a CSAM solicitor. Okay. Got it. All right. Cool. Well, not cool,
Giving
but
a
you know what I
bunch
mean.
of screenshots. Yeah. I did 100% believe that they were gonna do what they did in that live chat, and I thank God that live chat's been fucking lobotomized because the pure amount of mental retardation in that chat was absolutely insane.
Wait, what do you mean
It
by
got to the
that?
point when
That they
like
were
the
gonna
amount
do
of
what they said they
children
were
who
gonna
would
do.
oh yeah that they were all gonna like pile onto me. They did this with Snunt and Loppy
Oh.
and stuff like that.
Well,
They
I mean,
deserved it, but
I was about to say, like, I mean, I don't know who the fuck Loppy is, but like Snunt 100% deserved it, right?
yeah.
Okay. So you're sending me additional screenshots?
Yeah, these are the ones I picked from the document because
Okay.
it goes over like him being like actually trying to solicit images.
Got it. So
The
do I
lolly person was apparently by this was Ace narrator brought his friend in to try and defend him, and then the friend ended up basically stating that like, well, we ID verified lolly and she was 11 years old at the time.
And so do I need to look at this like 48-page document that you sent me if I'm pulling these up or no?
You really don't need to if you don't really need to. That's just if you want to go with like extra screenshots.
So that's just like supplementary material. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just going to show 3 examples of him having linked Ace Narrator in the description. You can catch this on any other video he has. He still openly associates with him to this day as well.
Okay.
This is a Google Drive video I have as of the 7th of December. It doesn't really matter because he literally they still associate to this day. They were both jumping me in the live chat earlier. Proves that they were still associated with one another.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a pretty glaring one, first of all.
Sure. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you look over the are you gonna go over the DHT thing?
Yeah, I'll go over the DHT as well.
I don't have it to reference, but you'll basically see him trying to feign plausible deniability when it came to the age of the girl who's like 11 years old. But yeah, this was one of the like numerous people that he actively defends behind the scenes. One I know, the massive Roblox developer, another guy who who actually did solicit CP, and of course Ace Narrator.
all examples of him covering these people up. And in reference to the big Roblox developer that he covers up, it was a 16-13 age gap. What's your opinion about that kind of age gap?
I think, like you said, it's a pretty morally gray area. I don't really. I'm not gonna like push it to say that it's pedophilia for sure. I think personally, it's kind of weird to me, and but I wouldn't comment on it further than that.
Between the DMs, they were basically talking about meeting up. Well, not they. The older person was like, "Oh, I hope you don't have a problem with like the fact that I'm older than you." They were also talking about meeting up, sleeping together. That they wanted to, he wanted to marry her, conditioning her to like the idea of marriage. Talking about like a plane ticket he wanted to get when they were 15 and he would be 18. All of that stuff. Very odd, weird behavior.
Okay.
And they were stating that the victim wasn't actually a victim and they were doing it like for attention.
Okay. So that's all the ace and narrator stuff.
Yeah.
And you said that you have something additionally on Schlep, but you're unwilling to like talk about it at this time because somebody else is going to talk about it. Is that am I getting the correct impression there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Okay, sure. I'm trying to think of like stuff that we've actually gone over in your video so far that I have to, I want to talk to you about. But it's only been 15 minutes of the video so far.
You've only gotten through 15 minutes of the video.
Dude, I'm a very transformative guy, okay? I have a lot to talk about. All right.
Oh,
you show like
Jesus
7 trillion screenshots, dude, and like for the first
Yeah, it was-
couple of
And by the way, video had to get postponed fucking 2 weeks because I had to work my ass off to censor everything because the sheer amount of morons who will be trying to mash report the video. I had to censor it so fucking much.
Thank you. Sorry. My chat made me get pre-workout to take. So I'm texting my little Uber Eats driver so they can get it to me.
What I am planning is to cut the response video up and upload them as like individual videos as well.
Let's say that somebody like Ruben Sim wanted to call in. And I'm not saying that he did. He just said yo in my chat. But like, let's say he did. Would you be open to that or no?
Has he proposed the idea? I think he's just going to be like
No, I'm not expecting him to. I'm just saying because, like, if that were to theoretically happen.
Because Schlepp's always the kind of guy to monitor every stream that I go in and then forwards it to everyone else about the situation. He did this with Dickers. When I first came out about what Wolfgang did, he was one of the first people who engaged in the chat, and then he went around spreading it to every single.
Okay, Ruben, you're down. Okay, well, so look, the my server's link is pinned in the bio, or we could just do a group chat. I will go ahead and put my can we call on Signal? I don't use Discord. Okay.
So what's up, dude? What's up, Parlo?
Well, I have a little bit of a problem.
I heard you were saying some stuff about my friend.
Why did you all basically come in all at the same time in my chat?
Because you were saying that Vic sent you transgender gore porn, and Vic is my friend, and I know he didn't do that.
Didn't we call about it in 2024?
Yeah, we did, and we established during that call that he did not send you transgender gore porn.
He screenshot gore.
Okay, can you explain the gore for everyone, just so we're all on the same page?
All right. So in like December.
Actually, why don't we do the context for? Why don't we go back and talk about how this all started? So this is back when you were being groomed by Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Roblox predator is grooming you and convincing you that you should get gender reassignment surgery, where you surgically get your dick chopped off, right?
No, they were referencing me like estrogen. I said that I was questioning, and they would tell
you wanted to change your sex.
Not
because
specifically. I would.
was
No,
telling you
there's
that.
two things. It was no, I was already thinking about it before Nathrix was there, but she was like offering me like more ways of doing it and kind of encouraging it.
Okay. So you're like on the cusp of transitioning because this groomer is grooming you.
Yeah.
And you talk to Vic, and from what I've heard, you were asking Vic for a video of a gender reassignment surgery.
When I confronted him, he stated that I wanted to see it and I was also 18 at the time, but then he admitted that this
Were you
happened in
asking
December
him for a
2020.
video of gender reassignment surgery?
No.
Did you at any point ask to see this video?
No, Cole is as well, who was present in the call, was also like a witness of what was happening at the time, and also Webby. They can attest that I
Okay.
didn't
Well,
ask to see
I
it.
heard a different story because I heard that you were begging him for this video. And he, by the way, he's the same age as you.
You said that he
How
was
old is-
19.
Okay. And you were 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a
Elliot,
2-year age difference.
no, Elliot was also in call and they were 15.
Okay. So there's a 2-year age difference between you two. You're asking him to see this video of a surgery that you were being groomed into getting.
I didn't ask to see it, and he also denied ever showing it to me in the live chat. So I don't know why he was lying. In
No,
the live
he
chat.
denied sending you transgender gore porn because that's not what that is.
Okay, so he played. Okay, so you do
So
understand
he
that
played a video of a surgery that you were being groomed into getting by a pedophile to show you how dangerous and harmful a surgery like that would be.
No, I also told you it traumatized me because it was literally like explicit gore. I mean,
so
it was
the
skin
video
grafting.
convinced you that this is not what you wanted, and he broke Nathrix's influence on you through this video, which you asked for.
I was never planning to get gender assignment.
Then why were
surgery.
you
I was only
asking
gonna-
him for the video? Why did you want to
I
see
wasn't
it so
asking
badly?
him.
Well,
Nathrix was
that's not what he
recommending me
tells me.
estrogen. Of course, that's not what he's going to tell you.
Okay.
It wouldn't serve in his benefit to do so. It makes him look worse, demonstrably. I bet he didn't reference how Cole was in the call watching as well.
Well, how is a medical room by a Roblox child predator,
Because
transgender gore porn?
the additive context of how he kept laughing and pushing me to watch it, saying, "Oh, you don't want to be like these freaks. You don't want to be this. You don't want to be this. Looks disgusting.
Well,
Why
yeah,
would you
you
want
have
to
a
do this to
child
yourself?"
predator trying to convince you to do this.
They didn't.
I mean,
Wait,
what do you think it was going to stop at estrogen?
Nathan. Well, she wasn't convincing me to do. She wasn't convincing me to do that. She was.
I notice you keep
Yeah.
calling Nathrix a she. Do you believe
Oh,
that Nathrix
it's word
is
off the
actually
tongue.
trans?
No, it's word off the tongue. You already saw me in RYC stating that what she does is a fetish. She gets off to the fact that she takes.
So why are you playing on
tongue? Like, for example, when he went under the Nataresho alias and it went as like trans, I used to keep calling him like a year after. It's just, I mean, I'm not trying to play into it. It's just something that muscle memory, really.
muscle memory? Okay.
Well, not muscle memory. Like, it's just something that gets off my fucking tongue.
Okay.
What's the word?
Well,
What's the word where she's obviously getting off to the fact that she's trans? She was literally telling us when we were minors.
autogynephilia.
Yeah,
You
autogynephilia.
still
She was
say
talking.
he.
Okay, he. Every time I say she, default it to he. He was talking
Okay.
to us in cool when we were minors about how the estrogen would give him develop breasts, and when people brushed past her, she would start moaning. People like Binny P, aka
Wow.
Lemmy Cole, all of those people can attest that she would state that on call with us when we were minors. And she pressed me and Mango Pool for like what did we do like sexually when we were children, and what she's
Okay.
like 5 years
Well,
older than
it
me.
sounds like Vic did you a huge favor by showing you what the surgery actually entailed.
I
And
don't
you're
think
repaying him by saying he sent a minor transgender gore porn. Can we both just agree that that is not transgender gore porn?
It's an explicit video of someone getting their cock chopped off.
Dude, it's a medical procedure.
An
let me
extremely
ask you this, let me
explicit
ask you this.
skin grafting trans surgery. I don't think a 17-year-old should be exposed to that kind of content. Also, with the context that it's like him going, "Ooh, look at these disgusting freaks. You would really want to do this to yourself?" And then he kept pushing me to watch it. He was like, "Look at this, don't look away, look at this, look at this, look at
He
this."
told me the opposite. He told me he didn't want to show you the video, but you kept bothering him about it.
No, I literally distinctly remember what he was doing. He was kept pushing me. He was like, watch this, look at this, look at this.
Oh, Vic
Come on,
wants
little
to
guy,
join.
why don't you look at this?
Vic, if you can make oh, I think I have Vic on tele. Can we invite Vic? Maybe he can talk about this.
That's fine. Do you does the group link show up for you too, Ruben, or just for me?
Let me check. Let me see if I can add him.
Yeah.
He also screen shared Tankfish's lolly porn, gore, cannibalism comics to me and Cole on a Discord screen share. This was in early 2023.
Let's do this one at a time, okay? Because we're still on transgender gore porn.
Yeah.
So Vic has been invited.
Okay, great. Vic is here.
Hold on. That's my You could see my hair for like 2 seconds. Sorry about that.
I know, it's scary, dude. Jump scare.
Yeah.
All right,
so
we have a bit of a discrepancy here.
let me. Can you guys give me some backstory? Where are we at currently at this story?
So we've covered Nathrix grooming Parlo and the transitioning, and now Parlo is saying that he did not ask to see this video, and that you were like spamming him with it or something.
No, that is not true. When I was showing Parlo that video, he specifically kept prodding and basically negging me on, saying, "Hey, can I see this?" And I kept reassuring him that, I mean, this is really heavy shit. Like, this isn't like, are you sure you can handle this? Are you sure? And he reassured me, saying, "Yep, I can handle it. My name's Parlo, by the way." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, this really happened. Mm-hmm.
It did happen. That did happen.
I literally remember you on New Year's Day. This was New Year's Day, by the way. This was New Year's Day. You literally told me to get on.
New Year's Day. Wait, hold on. So you said this happened in 2022, and now it's suddenly at the start of what? No, this did not happen at fucking
December,
New Year's Day.
Yes, it was. No, it was literally New Year's Eve. Sorry, New Year's Eve.
So you're telling me this happened at basically the tail end of 2021?
No,
meaning
2022.
2022. So nearly 2023. Okay. I'm just making sure that the timeline is correct here.
Wait, Natty Forsyth is in chat, Paul. Okay, never mind.
I thought I had them banned. I'm gonna correct that real quick.
Came in here to check up on his dick. How fucking talent. That is tragic.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, no, you just can't leave this little guy alone. Jesus,
I know.
Take a hand. Anyways, no, Parlo, you 100% prodded me and fucking negged me on to show you, and I kept telling
you
you.
kept telling me to watch it. You kept saying, "Come on, little guy, watch it. Come on, buddy, watch it. It's literally what you were doing."
That didn't happen. You and I both know that didn't fucking happen.
I distinctly remember that is what you said. It was
really whenever you get in a heated argument with anyone, you seemingly change the story or twist it into a narrative that makes you the fucking victim. You know exactly what you're doing. I'm not going to tolerate your retarded fucking fantasy of you saying, "Oh, this is how it happened." No, I was there. I know what happened. I also like how you keep mentioning how, this is a fucking name, Coel. You keep mentioning as if he was like present during the entire call, by the way. That's not true. He joined later on, which I immediately told him to fucking leave. And then he did. And you're acting over here as if I'm like trying to force him to watch the content, which I immediately told him, like, you need to get the fuck out of here because you're not supposed to be here. This is a private voice chat. But since it's your fucking server and you're brain dead and you don't know how to log a channel.
I literally screen shared Tankfish's lolly porn, gore, cannibalism comics in front of me and Elliot in early 2023.
Wait, you're telling me that I gave you the material that you requested for an evidence video that you were planning on making for Tankfish? That's
I
wow,
didn't require that as evidence. I didn't require that
You
as evidence. You
Parlo.
could have looked at my document. I
ass.
showed the
Parlo,
screenshot.
Parlo, you do shit
I
like
did not.
this, and then you wonder why people celebrate you having your channel deleted.
Like, why are you?
All you know how to
I don't
do
even
is start
know why
drama
you're
and start
lying.
bullshit.
Like, me and Ben both know you. We've interacted with you for years. Why are you fucking lying about this? It just, you lose credibility more and more as you keep continuously lying about this stupid shit. First, you fucking lie to your audience about the GoFundMe shit, and you fly a retard out to have gay butt sex with, and then you go on camera bitching to your audience for 3 fucking consecutive hours saying, "Oh, I'm so
literally
sorry."
just admitted to
No,
screen
you're not
sharing lolly
fucking
porn
sorry.
gore
I'm
comics to
literally,
2
I'm
children.
no.
What?
Why are you
Yes.
talking about children? You don't give a fuck about children. You sent fucking. You
Whoa, you're
literally sent
deflecting.
self-harm. No. Let me finish. You sent self-harm of yourself to fucking children. You exposed yourself, explicit photos of yourself in the Discord server Homotopia, where there was children present. And then when we
I never
questioned
fucking
you
did
about it,
that.
you want to know what you said? No. You want to know what he fucking said? He said, "It's just gym progress." You know, in my pornographic Discord server, it's just gym progress, bro.
I genuinely
What you
find it funny that you're
doing?
deflecting this much away from what you did. If I ever did this, no. You getting this fucking way to try and shout over me is genuinely pathetic. You
By the way,
screenshot lolly
that is
porn,
the same
screenshot
Discord
lolly porn
server.
cannibalism comics to a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old in Cool while you were 19,
15
and then you.
17-year-old? Hold on. How,
Yes,
how
Carl
old
was
I,
15.
retard? Let's
Carl
establish
was
something.
15. Carl was
How
15.
old, how old was I? No, answer my question. How old was I? Was I a fully
Ruben
fucking
said you were 9. Ruben said you were 19 at this time.
I didn't say
19 or
that. You said
18?
that.
Yes, you
Holy
did.
fucking shit. What? Wow, wait, so you're telling me when I was 18, a year apart from you, I showed you this horrific thing after you kept telling me, like, I'm questioning my gender identity. Maybe I should get surgery. I asked you, do you know what that actually entails? Have you seen the end result? And you're like, no. Should I see it? I'm like, I don't know about that. It's pretty fucking heavy. And then you kept prodding and insisting.
Pretty heavy, like when you showed 4chan furry porn comics as well. Yeah, dudes, totally. I distinctly remember when you kept pushing me to look at it and keep looking at it and keep looking at it.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why the fuck would I pressure you into saying this shit? What do I have to gain from doing that? Really, answer. Am I like fucking Nathrix where I try?
Why the fuck would
showing
I
you
want to
this
put
shit?
myself into your shoes? It's your own allegations to respond to, and deflecting doesn't make yourself look any better. What, bring up
I'm not deflecting.
Homotopia?
You're not proving anything.
Bring up
You're just
Homotopia?
accusing me.
Really?
You're just blindly accusing me. What
Why are you
fucking
accusing you?
motivation?
You've just
I
admitted
have?
to 2 things. You've just admitted to 2 fucking things. 2 distinct things, by the way, that I had etched against you, which was true. You've completely validated what I was saying. Yes.
Parlo, your
you
version
screenshot-
of both of these stories is complete bullshit. That's the
It's
point that
delusional.
he's trying to make.
Like you're
He just
living your
admitted
own
on
bullshit.
stream in front of 100 people. He's just admitted to screenshot.
Oh yeah, I'm sure all these 100 people are really rooting for you, fucktard. They're really
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go to buy it.
It shows
we
the
talking
double.
about?
It shows the double standard because if I ever did this, I'd be fucking hung in a noose for it.
Okay, so wait, clarifying question.
You take yourself seriously.
Wait, let me just ask a clarifying question real quick. So so Vic, how old were you when the this incident with the group chat thing with Cole and Parlo happened? Just to make sure I'm clear
If we're
on that.
if we're going off the timeline that he provided, he's saying that this happened at the tail end of 2022. I would have been fucking what, 19 or 18. One of
Okay.
those ages.
Oh, you said 18
And so-
earlier, so it's now 19.
And so okay, but Parlo, calm down. So
Yeah,
so
Parlo, it's not your turn to talk.
and then the follow-up question would be, so there it was Parlo in the chat and it was also Cole in the chat, is that right?
Coel was not present at the call in the beginning, and later
Okay.
on he did join, and I told him to leave, in which he did.
Okay. So as soon as you knew that he was there, and he was 15 at this time, and as soon as you knew that he was there, you told him to leave because
I
like, you were
immediately
showing this
told him
shit.
to leave. I'm like, you
Right.
should not be saying this.
Okay. Just making sure. I wanted to clarify that before we proceed further.
It's
Okay.
Not true. We were
my
both
God.
watching while he was scrolling through the manga. We were
Okay,
both watching
so
while he
that's-
was scrolling through.
The manga,
that's
we're
disputed.
talking about the
It was-
surgery.
No, we're talking about the lolly porn comic that you were screen sharing. The one that was from the tankfish meme image he was posting of the "What does the numbers mean, Mason" on his Twitter.
I don't remember Coel ever being present during that. I thought you were talking about the surgery.
No, we were shocked. We were shocked when we saw like literal like images of like shooters like attacking each other in like what was it?
Hempleton, to verify, we are talking about the surgery and not that allegation, correct?
The surgery was the first part, but I didn't realize that there was also some kind of contention that I guess Coel was there for the lolly thing too. So now that we've talked about the
I was
surgery,
under the impression we were talking about the surgery. I don't know what the fuck
no.
you're talking about regarding that.
Okay, so that's fine. We covered the surgery. Let's move on to like the lolly thing now, so we can talk about that and not be confused.
So
on it.
Matrix is back in chat.
Okay, let me find out.
He's Natashrio.
Okay, yep. Looks like Tyrone 9000, my loyal mod, has banned them.
Nice.
Perfect.
You think Nathrix could, need a skull transplant? I mean, he looks fucked up. You should see him. He's a weird looking motherfucker.
But so let's move on to this. I guess the lolly screen share thing. I guess let's talk about that. And Parlo and Vic, you guys can talk about that. And if anything gets out of control, I'll moderate.
I'm assuming he's trying to reference. I'm guessing the tankfish stuff because I remember
playing
the
tankfish.
Yeah, I think he's regarding this in the tankfish evidence.
Tankfish was a Roblox YouTuber who, at the end of every video, would post codes, which would just be like strings of numbers. And people found out that they were codes to like hentai comics. There's like a hentai website where every comic had like an ID that was just a string of numbers. And so he was basically like sharing porn links with his fan base.
Including lolly, correct?
Yeah, and
like obviously
no. Those codes didn't lead to lolly. It was an image from his Twitter that led to lolly.
Okay.
He defended lolly in his Discord server.
I see.
There was one meme that he didn't make, but he referenced from. It was already a post from Reddit, and he re-uploaded.
I mean, it wasn't even a reference. He just reposted it entirely.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he basically got away with everything because no one called him out.
I called him out.
You told me that there was no point in calling him out because he wasn't a pedophile. He was just porn addicted.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I remember telling you that.
I went to you in private messages on Twitter, I remember, and I said, should I call him out? Because his moderators were trying to bring up my self-harm shit to deflect away from what he did, and you told me there was no point going after him because he was correcting
me and the whole like Roblox YouTuber Discord server was calling him out.
Well, I know Green Logocast was telling me that.
Didn't you also announce on Runker that he was doing this shit too?
Yeah. So I don't know why you're trying to paint me like I'm a tankfish defender.
I didn't. I said that you just told me not to do the video. I also want to bring up that the nuke codes weren't the worst thing that he did. He promoted porn to children in his community posts, and when someone stated that their 12-year-old brother is going to be exposed to this content, Tankfish said they'd be more cultured. And for some reason, despite him promoting his Discord server with the promise of giving them femboy porn if they joined the certain channels, he's just managed to get away with it completely unscathed.
Okay. So anyways.
And why does Potimer also get that
treatment? So what does this have to do with Vic?
Yeah, what does this have to do with me? I thought we were talking about the evidence that I provided to you, and then you're trying to twist and saying like, oh well, you're trying to expose me to like fucking lolicon and porn and all this sort of shit. Like,
by the way,
this wasn't evidence. Out of curiosity, you checked the links yourself because you stated this guy was a porn addicted degenerate, and then you started screen sharing one of the specific codes because people were saying it was the worst one on there. And then out of morbid curiosity, you checked and you continued to screen share like for numerous minutes upon minutes, flicking through each page when it progressively got worse. And you didn't shut off the stream. You just continued to screen share it. I don't know why.
Remember ever streaming this. Can you prove that? Or are you just going to say that I did this and there's no proof? Because I do know I did send you the link, but I don't ever remember streaming it.
You 100% streamed the manga. It was an online manga.
100% streamed the manga. You hear that, everybody? Apparently I did that, so my apologies.
Well, Cole attests to it.
Okay, I'm going to be real with you. any witness testimony is as reliable like a fucking billionaire from Epstein's Islands alleging they didn't do anything on the island. Why the fuck
So
would I
are you gonna
anything?
go? Okay.
Like, why would I believe anything Coel has to say? You're clinically insane, and they're still associated with you. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm sorry, I just don't trust your testimonies. I'm going to be real with you. I don't. Is that unfair for me to say?
If you're gonna opt with the plausible deniability, and there's no point in arguing this any further.
I'm just saying, given everything that you've been doing and you've been losing your fucking mind, I don't see why I should trust any testimony that you're giving out here. I'm sorry.
I'm not giving out. It's what Cole did, and you used to be really close friends with Carl.
That is.
You used to work on games with him. Yes, you did. You used to work on
I
games with him.
I barely knew him. We made one game, and then he wanted 50%. I'm like, nah, and I just stopped talking to him. That's as much as I know. You are more of a friend than him than he is to me. I don't know who the fuck he is. So
I mean,
that's
if you want to play the game of just flagrantly denying anything he has to say, then like there's nothing we can
that
do.
isn't even a lie.
We can go
That is
around in
objectively
circles.
what happened.
Okay, well, I distinctly remember you screen sharing for like numerous minutes the lollipop comment.
Yeah, well, you distinctly remember a lot of things, and it turns out it was, vastly different.
Distinctly remember
Okay, it wasn't
transgender gore
vastly
porn.
different.
Yeah, I sent you
Yeah,
transgender.
it was literally skin
Dude,
grafting of a
that
trans
surgery,
man's
by the way,
penis.
South Park included that video of that surgery in an episode.
Sorry,
you
you
gonna
weren't
say-
there.
Are you going to say that South Park showed all their viewers transgender gore porn?
You weren't there. You didn't see the video. I saw the video.
You weren't
It
there,
was a
Your Honor.
trans man getting
You wasn't
skin
there.
grafted.
Ben, I'm sorry you weren't there. It's
Yeah,
rough, I know.
have you seen the South Park episode where Mr. Garrison gets a vagina? And they show the video. They actually show a real video of one of these surgeries. And they
that's what
didn't
you
even have to
showed?
censor it because it's a medical procedure.
Is that what you showed, or did you just show something else similar to that? To clarify.
No, it
It's
was
probably
it
not
was
the
a
exact-
medical.
I mean, you could find this stuff on YouTube if you look it up.
Right.
I can
It
show
wasn't
you.
on YouTube.
I know-
It wasn't on YouTube.
no, I know
It was
the
behind an
exact-
explicit censor.
I know the exact video that I showed him. It was a video by Mr. Medicare on the whole trans surgery shit. It is on BitChute. You can watch it. It is there. It's basically Jim just going over his viewpoints and his beliefs on the whole transgender shit. I showed that to him like, is this what you want? After he, fucking prodded me into showing him, he's like, yep. So that is the
I
exact
did not
video.
say yet. I did not say yet.
Allegedly.
Like, I mean, Parlo, do you understand that the problem with this is that it's like it's a massive he said, right?
Yeah, well, at least we made progress in admitting these two situations did happen, but of course there's going to be like denials from
Well,
their side of
Yeah,
But-
I
but
don't
hold
think
on.
so.
I
If
do
you're-
remember what
you're
happened.
saying it's, dude, Parlo, if you walk down on your parents having sex, you would accuse your dad of showing you porn.
Okay, well, and to clarify real quick, we didn't get to that point, Parlo, because with one of the situations, Vic says that it did happen. With one of them, he says that it didn't.
Okay,
like-
well, I remember him screen sharing lollipop comics.
Well, I know, but like, is your memory like proof? You know what I mean? Like, what are we gonna do with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we really going to take the word of a guy who lied about the fucking GoFundMe money and then he flew a guy that looks like the Chud in real life and had fucking gay sex with him? Are we being serious? Like, I'm genuinely trying to level with you, Parlo. Why should anyone take your word for fucking anything? I would love to believe you on this, but it's just like, really? I don't know. You have a massive history of just flip-flopping. Suddenly you're friends with somebody. Oh, they're the greatest person in the world. Suddenly you're not. Oh, fuck this person. They're actually evil. And here's what they did to me. Just coincidentally, I've been collecting blackmail on all my friends for fucking years when it's oddly convenient to come against them. It's pretty strange, don't you think? Why does this keep happening? How come every former friend or colleague that you know, suddenly you just have picture perfect fucking excuses or accusations to throw their way? Why is that?
Yeah, and why do you always loop me into this shit? Why do you always say, oh, Ruben and Schlepp knew? Ruben and
Yeah,
Schlepp knew about all this.
Quick question. What the fuck did Ben or Michael do? What the fuck do they have to do with this? They're minding their own business. What the fuck do they have to do with this? Why am I being roped into
He's
this?
mad because
You
we
fucking-
made fun of him in
I
private.
guarantee you, nobody on this stream knows who the fuck I am. what the fuck? Why am I being roped into this?
Parlo, thoughts, response, response to all the stuff that Vic just said.
First of all, one I know was complicit in my channel getting terminated with Mugen
Okay,
after Mugen
okay.
uploaded porn.
How-
Wait, no, hang on. No, wait, hang on.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, Mugen uploaded porn to my channel. Then Mugen sent the unlisted porn to a bunch of adults. One I know was one of them. It was very obvious who the other people were. Then they spam reported the channel, got it terminated. And then they leveled the excuse that, they were actually doing it for my mental health, yet they caused criminal fraud. And they took a lot of my editors out of jobs. They completely lobotomized my channel, taking away my platform, so I wasn't able to defend myself. And they did this after the fact that they knew that I'd be responding. And Mugen after that went on like a harassment campaign, just continuing to like demean me as well. So I find that odd that he attempts to levy the excuse that they did this for my mental health. Yeah, they caused tens of thousands of dollars in damages.
Why did you give Mugen access to your channel? Why did you give him editor access?
Because I wanted his help in dealing with uploading videos, and also I go over this in my response. Obviously, no one watched that response.
Can I ask you a question? Was there ever an agreement to that, or did you just blindly go ahead and give him channel manager?
I told him I need help doing this, that, and the other. He agreed that sure, okay, I'll do that for you. Yeah, and then he purged all of his messages in Chaos Emeralds.
That's actually it seems weird because I don't think he would lie about that, considering he has your whole DMs archived and downloaded. So you're telling me if we were to go back and check and find that specific scenario where this happened, we would find it,
July
right?
the 24th, 2025, I asked him for help on my channel, and I would give him manager, and he agreed to it. And then throughout then, we went over numerous things that I wanted him to do to help me.
What did you need help with from him?
What do you mean?
I'd have to go back to referencing that, but it was
You don't remember?
videos.
You don't remember the guy you gave manager?
I
What do
do.
you mean?
What did you need help with? What's
Defense-
going on your channel that you need a second person to manage?
Defense
Yeah,
videos.
isn't
I
it
also
just-
look. Okay, hang on. You can let me speak. Defense videos. I needed advice, not only just for my Twitter, but also what I did regarding like PR and
So
stuff
Mugen
like
was
that.
like your Department of Defense.
No, Mugen was the person in private who was telling me
Secretary of
what not to say, and
Defense,
I'd take
Mugen.
Oh,
advice
so
from
you
his
mean
man.
optional Secretary of Defense because you didn't listen to him, right? Like this, you should see the fucking amount of messages Mugen would send me of Parlo just doing like retarded shit. And it's
Secretary
like,
of
why the
War,
fuck aren't you
Mugen.
listening? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, make sure to like the live stream so it gets recommended so more people see this. Thanks.
I needed Mugen to
Wow,
help me
thanks.
bomb Iran.
Yeah, my optional fucking manager. I sometimes listen to him, sometimes don't. It depends how I'm feeling.
Well, okay, here's something I want to follow up on too. Like, Parlo, you say that like Schlepp was complicit in this, right?
Actually, yeah, no, that's what I'm confused. What do you mean I was complicit
Like,
about that?
yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Both of you knew what he did, and yet you didn't decide to call him out or hold him to the same amount of scrutiny you hold
I'm
anyone
sorry.
else
When
to.
did that become my job? I
Also-
want nothing to do with you.
Also, wait, just to clarify, how does that make them complicit? Like when we think
Yeah,
about like being complicit, we think about like being involved in some way or
Yeah, like,
encouraging it
the
to
way you
happen,
word that-
you know?
The way you're wording it makes it seem as if I was partaking in it when I didn't do any of that shit. I was asleep when it happened. I woke up and his channel was fucking delayed. I'm like, oh, okay. That's pretty cool, I guess. So
Oh, are you talking about my channel termination?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I didn't fucking
we
do
Schlepp,
anything.
we Schlepp in private. I've got screenshots of it. Was actively supporting me being deplatformed and was going.
Dude,
around
we
boasting
made
that it was
fun
a
of
good
you in
thing.
private. We
Yeah,
made
was that-
fun of you in private.
Yeah,
Was that
wait,
before-
how's that being complicit? You
Yeah.
mean it's like supporting you getting
Well, okay.
deplatformed is being complicit?
Well, and let's clarify because I think this will answer the question. Was that before or after the fact? The screenshots that you have, Parlo.
It was after.
It was after, but Mugen
Okay,
was
so it was
supplying
him.
leaked. No, wait, hang on. No, Mugen was supplying leaked calls of me when I was calling him about my response to Schlepp, and they were formulating ways on how to like deal with my channel. After they leaked calls, because Mugen tries to use the pretext that is mentioned in my video. I stated how I wasn't planning on quitting. He recorded that call, and then he sent that to Schlepp, and then they all used it as a pretext to then terminate my channel.
Do you have proof of that? like that part of like they were finding ways to take care of my channel like before it was termed. Like, do you have proof of that, or is that just like you saying that?
No, I have the proof of Mugen who leaked my calls to people. I literally have the recorded
Okay, but
files.
what I'm very
not what he
specifically asking is about Schlepp himself, like, and these other people, this like shadowy Roblox cabal, like plotting on your demise after Mugen sends these calls. Like, what you're telling me is that you have proof that Mugen sent the calls. You're not telling me that there is proof of this, like, you know, the evil shadowy cabal essentially saying that they're going to, like, you know, figure out how to term you. Right?
It was abundantly obvious. It was abundantly obvious.
It was
especially
obvious,
the fact
dude.
that
Come
I've known,
Not what he asked. That's
I've
not
known-
so obvious.
I've known Schlepp since 2023. That's
You
longer
should
than
call him
most.
Mr.
Yeah,
For a while.
Parlo,
Yes,
yes or no? Parlo,
Good.
yes or no? Parlo, yes or no?
Yes or no to what?
The question I asked. Do you have so when I ask you, do you have proof of the shadowy cabal talking about terming you after these like calls were sent? Do you have proof of that?
One I know stated in his video that he
Yes
put
or
behind
no?
date. One I know mentioned that a lot of adults actively reported my channel when Mugen was posting porn to it. It was very obvious.
Okay,
who was
so
behind it.
but when you say that, you don't have any names, do you?
Yeah, that's a pretty general term.
Like,
You
that's
mean
very general.
getting trusted people to report your channel, aka literally anybody from MFD? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Oh yeah, okay. Who are the trusted people?
I don't owe you an explanation for that.
Okay.
Well, I can reassure you, Ben and Schlepp had fucking nothing to do with that. So that's your problem.
Yeah, we had a good laugh about it after the fact.
I don't know why you're trying to implicate them as if they had some
By the way,
fucking part of the
we made fun of
skull
you in
and
private.
blood.
Okay, we could have like grave danced on your channel publicly. We could have made fun of you. We could have talked about how the cops showed up because you were talking to a 12-year-old. We could have talked about Nathrix being a moderator of the Homotopia Discord. We've been silent about all of that this whole time. Okay, and what have we been repaid with? Is you saying that we're complicit in all this shit, that we knew about different cases of predation and stuff. Like, what have we even done to you besides make fun of you in private?
You made fun of me stating that I was going to suicide bait if Potimus sued
Dude,
me. for
in
this
private.
pedophile.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, in private,
I just
in
asked you, what have we done besides make fun of you in private? And your first example is me making fun of you in private.
All right.
Dude, okay, let me explain. In life, people are going to make fun of you. Okay? You cannot have a meltdown every time people do that. You cannot throw a fit and start accusing people of like endorsing pedophilia just because people make fun of you.
Parlo, do you have any evidence of them like publicly like trying to do anything? Or is it all just like stuff that you've seen of them like making fun of you in private?
I do find it interesting that they bring up Homotopia and the dupe situation.
I just asked you a question.
Hang on. I do find it interesting that this is being brought up, despite the fact that they've, especially Schlepp in this regard, he actively stated in private that Dupe lied about his age. To me. He was stating that what I did with the dupe situation was retarded, but he stated that I was not a predator, and he also stated that dupe verifiably lied and catfished me. But then, to many other people, which was getting leaked to me, he was stating he wouldn't be surprised if there was more to the dupe situation. And then he decided to add on to that by claiming that there was no way I couldn't have known dupe's age. So he flip-flops, depending on like whether the person he was friends with, you know,
I think
is
there
tanking
being
or
no
Never
way
asked for an
some
ID.
shit.
Well, and
is exactly why
he
you
did never
shouldn't.
he
have
never
talked
to
to him
ask
in
for an
the
ID,
first
no.
place.
Well, exactly.
So you blindly dated someone online without asking for any form of identification?
I already explained this in my defense video.
Okay, well, can you re-explain it to me? It's pretty simple and straightforward.
All right, so I relied on 30
It's yes or
admissions
no.
of them being that they were 16 or 17.
Yes or no, please.
And then I took at face value.
So I'm 16, trust me, bro.
information and
So-
images of their face.
Anyways,
Listen, I'll
let me
listen.
see that
He's
part,
he's incapable of a yes or no, so I'll do it for you. No. Okay. Right. And then
Okay,
let me ask
thank
my yes or no here, which is that, you know, again, because you just kind of avoided the question there and started talking about dupe, which we can talk about, but like let's just focus on one thing at a time. Is there any like proof that you have of them talking about you in public settings? Or
What's
or
this?
like doing things in public. Anything. Like against you, I mean.
The weather
Like,
sure is nice
in-
today.
In terms of everyone like saying things about me in public, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Really? When?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one.
mean, like as soon as I got terminated, consistent videos by one I know, like demeaning me consistently, over and
Wait,
over and over again,
you're referencing
bragging
the
about my
videos
channel
of me.
termination.
You're. Let me get this straight. The videos of me talking into the camera where I just say this would have never happened if Parlo got a skull transplant. That's what we're fucking using as evidence. Are we shitting me? Pimpleton, I can literally send you the videos right now.
Okay.
This is what you're using. Are you being serious?
Is that your evidence, Parlo, to clarify?
No exaggeration, by the way. Those are actually what the videos are. I think in the last video, I just said, honestly, I view this as a good thing because I don't think Parlo should be on the internet, which is a completely fair and valid take. I don't think he should be on the fucking internet. I think you're mentally unwell, and you're a little unstable, just slightly putting it. But I can send you the videos. You can see the supposed evidence that he's talking about here.
Well, and
you can be the
Parlo, to just clarify here, is there any other evidence other than that, like where it just kind of seems like he's essentially like recounting events, clowning a little bit, and then like being like, yeah, it's probably a good thing because this guy's like a little bit of a spurg? Is there anything else?
Let's watch the videos.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Sure.
All right, let me make them. They're under membership right now, but I will make them public for everyone to see. Let me go to manage videos, so you can be the judge. Oh man! All right, publish this one. We're gonna publish this one. I think in one of these videos I got stopped by a park agent because I was filming at 3 a.m. They're asking me what the fuck I was doing.
That's
I was
awesome.
really filming in the park. Yeah, no, they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm filming a video, asshole. You just ruined it." Let's see here. All right, I publicized all 4 of them, so you can be the judge, man. Sorry, 5 of them. I was on a roll.
And that's what's your channel
It's
at
the
one more
one
time?
with my face in it. It's 1IK, one I know.
Okay, 1IK. That's what I thought. Just want to make sure.
That's right.
All right, cool. 1IK. Hold on. But so, Parlo, while we're pulling this up, can you answer my question?
Chat, be prepared. This is some fucking horrifying shit.
I do have a question. Why did you seek to terminate my channel when you mass reported the porn content uploaded to it? What was the goal of that?
I didn't
'Cause we
partake
all
in
know
that.
this. You did. You said that you mass reported my.
No,
the porn
I
uploaded
said
to me. Mass reporting the porn that was uploaded to my channel, and why did you support that as well?
I didn't support them in anything. They went ahead and just did it.
Yes, you did. You actively advocated for it. And the thing was that when
Wait,
when
wait,
hang on.
We're going in
When
circles
Green-
because you couldn't prove that I did that, and now we're saying I did. Apparently, Pimpleton.
You put all the videos behind fucking paywalls, so people have to actually become a member to watch it.
But that's
I know,
after
but
the
it didn't
fact,
work.
right?
You had insider information about the fact that people, your friends,
I can
Mugen,
show
was
you the
uploading
video,
porn
Anna.
to my
I could show
channel.
you the video analytics where they died, and I put them under membership after they did it. So if you're trying to bring in like, oh, I had a financial incentive, that's kind of.
I didn't. You're making a straw man.
Okay,
my
but-
point
You
was
shorted
the fact-
Parlo stock.
Okay,
Oh,
Parlo,
sorry. Yeah, my
repeat.
Parlo stock-
Wait, hold on, Parlo. Repeat your point real quick, so we can fully understand this.
So he's been friends with Mugen for years, and Mugen uploaded porn unlisted to my channel, and he had the foreknowledge and also the private knowledge that trusted adults were mass flagging these videos to get my channel terminated. I'm asking why that behavior is excused and even defended and legitimized, and why there was like this big grand plan to seek for deplatformation when that's like completely fucking scummy. Not only is that a violation of trust, but it's also an abuse of a position of trust, which is fraud by definition.
Wait, hold on.
Because
So
it took me out of
So them clowning on you after the fact is.
We're not talking about that. My question to them is why they seek to rationalize and defend that behavior.
But I didn't partake in it.
Yeah, do you
I
have
didn't-
proof of them
Actually-
partaking in the behavior before you were
Well,
termed?
I can explain.
Like
I can
the only,
explain.
I guess he's trying to say that I had knowledge of it like beforehand, but I never partook in it. That's not true.
Parlo, I think
So you don't
any
deny the
rational
knowledge
person,
beforehand?
I think any rational person would agree that your channel being deleted is a good thing, knowing what type of person you are.
Yeah. But wait, that's us rationalizing it because he doesn't see
I
himself through the
rationalized
lens
it.
that we see him.
And how
Anyways.
is deplatformation valid in this case?
Because
Because
Parlo, I
you're
think you're a
clinically
terrible
fucking
person.
insane, dude. Crazy.
I didn't hear what you said.
You're crazy. You're unhinged. You need to get help. You shouldn't be on YouTube. It's really that straightforward.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Like, I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, what? So, Parlo, them having like their own opinions on whether or not you should have a YouTube channel, and like, you know, obviously they're coming at it from like this aspect that you are like, you know, in their opinions, right? Like mentally deranged and like, you know, don't really, you know, the platform is like bad for you as well as for other people. I think that that's the argument. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but like, you know, them having that opinion.
That's exactly what we want. I don't think. I mean, even beforehand, before all of this, like Parlo can back me up on this. I insisted on him to stop doing drama content. I told him like you could do literally anything else. It doesn't even have to be drama oriented. You could be a fucking just a gameplay YouTuber. You could be a game developer. Just do fucking anything because this isn't good for you. I did that for years, insisting. I'm like, dude, this just isn't for you. You're not handling it well. I did that. That is absolutely what I did.
You don't have a say in a situation like that, and yet you took it upon yourself to be complicit in everything I've ever made.
Okay,
you complicit.
okay. Once again, complicit.
The act of Mugen doing that has taken editors out of jobs, has caused me tens of thousands of dollars in damages. By the way, if you're trying to edge this idea that I can't mentally handle it, you made the situation 20 times worse.
The fact that you're on here explaining yourself is more than enough proof that you can't handle it. What are we talking about?
Okay, and Parlo, let me
terminated 6 years of content. Purged.
Hold on, Parlo. Let me clarify something to you here. Okay, them giving their opinions on why they think that you shouldn't have a channel doesn't mean that they were complicit or that they acted in some way to term your YouTube channel.
There's no argument of them being made here. That's not what I said.
But you keep on calling them complicit, Parlo. You keep on calling them complicit. I don't know if you don't know what that word means.
I'm stating that Vic stated himself that he had foreknowledge of the people who were reporting my channel and getting it taken down. That is being complicit in the situation.
Do anything about it.
That is being definitionally complicit in my channel being terminated. He knew what was happening.
Sorry, guys.
What are we talking about here? And just like with the gore stuff as well, it's still medical gore. It's quite literally gore by definition. Like, what are we on about here?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Can we watch the video, by the way? Can we see the proof?
Yeah, let's see the proof. Let's see the proof.
Like, yeah, prepare yourself.
I'm really freaked out right now.
By the way, you have permission to use my video on your stream, so don't be worried.
Okay, thank God.
Parlo heads.
Yeah.
Counting or not counting medical gore?
Or should I say my former Parlo heads, as Parlo has been recently up to no good.
Oh no.
He used GoFundMe money to fly.
You're not showing it on stream, no.
Yes, I am. I'm showing it on stream.
Oh, sorry. It was delayed for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, it's because like my computer is shit, and I'm like doing like 7 different things right now, so it's like fucking itself.
Sex with.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I would never be caught dead doing this shit, mainly because I'm not gay, nor am I Parlo. What Parlo should have did is use that GoFundMe money to invest in getting a skull transplant so he doesn't look completely fucking human. If you've actually seen a photo of Parlo, he looks completely fucked up. I mean, I don't know how I don't get how anybody would want to fuck him, to be honest with you. Also, the guy he fucked kind of looks like the Chud. You know the Chud? The guy wearing the glasses? He kind of looks like that.
Dude.
Yeah, the guy he fucked is definitely not a...
I went a little too hard on him, sorry.
My personal thoughts on the whole situation is that I think Parlo should quit and delete his YouTube channel because I basically outperform him in literally every metric, physical and mentally. I mean, if you compare me and Parlo, we don't even look like we share the same species. I mean,
I just want to let you know my parents watch my videos and they asked me what the fuck I was doing.
I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's got to call it quits.
What? Okay, out of curiosity, what did
They're
you
like,
tell
who's
them?
Parlo? I'm like, oh, he's just like gay little green guy I used to know.
Well, he's a dragon now, dude. I don't know
Oh,
if you
I'm
know that.
sorry.
He's a dragon, so.
Yeah, that's a nice profile picture. Was that drawn by Jason Effects? Oh, it's really cute. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Who is Jason? Is Jason Effects evil or something?
He's a furry pedophile artist.
Okay, got it.
The profile he has a resounding similarity to his art style.
Parlo, was this drawn by Jason Effects or whatever?
Probably not. I think it's just AI.
Okay.
So yeah, there's more videos. It gets even scarier.
Like, Parlo, what is this proving for you? You know what I mean? Like, what are we? Like, what is?
I genuinely have no idea why you're playing these videos. You
told me to. You told me to. You told me to.
No, in specific, you should just play the video where he admitted that he was like complicit in the situation. The rest are just shit post videos that are just meant to add.
No, we need to watch.
I'm not saying that I was. I'm not saying that I was like fucking affected on some spiritual level from these videos.
He was affected by the skull transplant.
Okay, let me help you out.
All I'm saying is I think optically it's pretty fucking scummy to not only terminate a guy's channel after 6 years of work and then pretending as if you're the moral
But he didn't
arbiter of
terminate
justice
you.
in doing
Carlo,
so.
I think
sorry,
the word that you're looking for isn't complicit, it's bystander. You're saying that Vic was a bystander to your channel.
Did you realize that's what complacency means? If you have
complicit
knowledge of the
means he was
helping
of
a mass shooter
and
who like did nothing,
you won't
and
give the names of the people who
implicit.
participated in it. I mean, let's not play semantics here.
And I mean, realistically, what could he have done to stop that? Didn't you get locked out of your channel when all of this was going on?
Okay,
what could you have done?
I mean, I'm gonna cut my shitty little response video into parts, but I bring up this. I stated to Mugen how I wanted to make like a response video, like a 10-minute response video, not a 3-hour one, a 10-minute one. And then I wanted to leave for a couple of months. I wanted to focus on game development, and then I wanted to come back and I wanted to focus on like content that I wanted to do. And he knew this. And he was even seen acknowledging that. But then when I stated to him in a call that I wanted to like get revenge on the people who wronged me, which I think I have every right to do. I mean, some people took this situation and completely lied about me. He fucking terminated the channel. He deleted all the videos, and I don't think he should have done that. I think that's scummy as fuck.
Because who's he? You're saying
so.
Vic?
What does this have to do with me?
Come back.
You said he terminated the video.
Mugen. He removed
so you're
videos.
mad at Mugen?
And,
Why am I getting shit on?
No, my point is that you had knowledge about this. Your friend
Okay,
did this.
okay, but he directly. Okay, hold on, guys.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah,
was
right.
I supposed to do something?
They directly asked you, like, what was he supposed to do about that? Like, what is he supposed to do about that? Answer that.
Okay, well, first of all, he stated that the channel got reported by trusted individuals. He could have literally given me the full warning. He could have told Mugen not to have done it. Why does he act in the defense of Mugen by legitimizing?
Do you think he would have listened to me? Because as it stands, he hates your guts. You really think me telling him not to would change the result or outcome of this? Really?
You do? Wait, hang on. No, he didn't hate me when he terminated the channel at the time. He hated
I'm
me after.
sorry. You're looking at his fucking head right now. I didn't know I was talking to he foresees it. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Okay, and to clarify, because I think that this will like settle some stuff, Vic. Like, did you tell him to do it?
No.
Okay, exactly. There you go. Right. So he didn't say to do it, and you know he doesn't really. There's not really a conceivable thing that he could have done to stop it.
Let's establish something here. I couldn't even told him to not do it because I was fucking asleep when it was happening. So what the fuck was I supposed to do? All the knowledge I had was we have a select group of people. They're gonna mass report him. I'm like, okay, went to bed, wake up, and then he's fucking gone. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Sorry.
Parlo, response?
Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Parlo, response? Like,
even if it was the circumstances that Parlo wanted, I couldn't have done anything because I literally wasn't even conscious.
Parlo
The entire
response.
process. Yeah, hang on. Calm down.
He's
Jesus
thinking
Christ.
about it. He's thinking about it. Just give him a minute.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking.
Time works differently in the UK.
I'm genuinely just processing like the idea of how any of this behavior could be rationalized, even if anything you're saying is true. And trust me, you've already lied regarding the lolly porn comic situation.
Okay.
Even if you're like trying to water down your complicity in this, the act of what he did was
Okay.
still absolutely fucking disgusting.
Can we have one
And
of my videos playing in the background while he's talking about this?
No. We need to be, unless it's on mute. I don't want to have to mute you. Okay, you have a nice voice. I don't
Okay.
have to mute you.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? I guess we could have it as a little background. Like just mute your.
Yeah, you could
mute
have
your
it on
mic
loop.
there. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so go ahead, Parlo.
Can we play Family Guy funny moments?
Peter, Paolo's getting accused again.
Holy crap, Lois, freaking sweet.
Okay, go ahead, Parlo.
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, what?
Dude.
You can go
Like
on
what?
with your explanation.
This guy was doing fucking Family Guy shit. Like what? What are we talking about here?
Your explanation, like your side of the story you were explaining.
Yeah.
I'm explaining what?
Your side of the story.
Yeah.
About what?
Oh.
Okay. When you were talking about, it was like fucking. I mean, honestly, you're all over the place too, so it's hard to fucking even tell. I'm pretty sure you were talking about me or whatever being supposedly complicit, and then you kind of went off the rails there a bit.
This is what YouTube Shorts do to your brain.
True. All right, so Vic just explained that to you. Parlo?
Yeah. I remember now. It was you saying that you're trying to rationalize it in your head because I had told you that I was literally asleep when your channel got deleted, meaning I physically couldn't have done
Can we play
anything.
what he said in the video, please?
Okay, so specifically the video that you're looking for is going to be, I think it is the probably got deleted, I would assume.
I'm pretty sure it's the last one where I'm wearing a sick ass sideways cap.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's that video.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the part where I say he's mentally ill and he shouldn't be on YouTube.
Okay. All right. We'll let it play.
What's going on? So recently, Cow made a video alleging that Mugen uploaded pornography on Parlo's channel for a bunch of children to see. That didn't happen. That is just straight up a fucking lie. Cow is what we would call, in layman's terms, a retard. Somebody who does not know what the fuck they're talking about. Let's test something really quickly. You see that? I was looking around for all the thousands of people claiming that they saw porn on Parlo's channel. Notice how there wasn't a single fucking peep in the audience. It's almost as if that didn't happen. What actually happened is Mugen uploaded a bunch of videos onto Parlo's channel that were then mass reported by a group of trusted individuals to ensure that Parlo's YouTube channel was terminated. Why? Because Parlo is a severely mentally ill and deranged individual who should not be on YouTube. He should not be given a platform. He needs to get the fuck off the internet and get a real job, which is really unfortunate because I don't think the UK knows what jobs are yet. They're not that advanced. Hopefully we can get into contact with the UK Parliament so we could get that figured out and situated for little Parlo. We should also get into contact with a bunch of scientists to figure out whether or not that Cow is actually subhuman, because personally, I can't tell what the fuck he is anymore. I honestly don't think he's human. I think he might be, I don't know, just something. I think he's an alien that's LARPing as a human, and he's just basing it off of drama slop videos to pretend to be one of us.
Yep, Cow catching strays, bro.
Massive.
Anyways, that's been your new daily Parlo news.
I think he's Indian,
if
which
Parlo
is
had
unfortunate.
gotten the skull transplant, this would have never happened.
Okay, so Parlo, we watched that. So All right, thoughts on that? Now that you've seen it in the big screen.
You got me.
Yeah, I think it's pretty morally bankrupt to stand on the sidelines while someone you associate with falsely terminates someone's YouTube channel to get them off the platform. I feel like I had every right to make my response and to take away the platform from beneath my feet before I could respond. I think that's pretty scummy.
Okay, well then let's establish something between Vic and Ruben here. Because somebody asked this in chat, and I actually agree that I think Parlo probably is getting a little confused here. So, guys, in principle, like detaching this from Parlo, right? Do you think that the act of Mugen taking over somebody's channel and falsely terminating it is wrong? Like just solely from a principled angle here.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it depends on the context, but when you word it like that, it does sound wrong.
Right. Okay. And so I like what, my boy here, Spurk Spectating, awesome guy, is saying here is I think that Parlo is confusing, you guys saying Parlo shouldn't have a channel with I 100% agree with Mugen taking down the channel, right? Like, and correct me if I'm wrong there, if that is what you guys are saying.
Like, I don't feel like having a YouTube channel is good for Parlo.
Right.
I don't think it's good for anybody.
But that's not you saying like, oh, like, what Mugen did is a like moral correct thing to do and should have happened.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. And that's my entire point here. Right.
It's like an extreme, it's like an extreme,
Yeah. For sure. So Parlo, does that clear things up for you at all?
Not really, because when it was being, first of all, I'm not going to mention a YouTuber was pushed into saying this, but there was a lot of pushing behind the scenes of Mugen's actions to be glorified as if he was doing it for like my mental health and mental well-being and to protect everyone around me, when that very evidently wasn't the case. He did a complete opinion change. I had the proof of this, and if you check the archives between me and him and Chaos Emeralds, it would prove the same. He was 100% willing to allow me to respond, and the call that we had made him basically do a full 180 and do that behind my back. I begged him to stop purging my videos, and he just purged everything. Then when I called him out my server, he said I shouldn't have done that, and that's when he decided to terminate my channel. So it was something which I don't think it was premeditated. I think he chose to do it very quickly with a few people behind the scenes who just completely screw me over. I really don't see how any of that behavior can be justified, especially when it's, it's illegal.
So
I mean, I should be held for account for the GoFundMe just as much as he should be held to account for criminal fraud.
Huh. I'm kind of confused here. So from what you're wording it, this person told you A, and then suddenly they switched to B. Could you just?
Yeah,
I know this might sound ridiculous to say, but like, what if they were just lying to you?
Wouldn't that make the situation more fucked up?
I don't know. I'm bringing it up. It's a possibility. Like,
I mean, if that's the case, then it would make him look worse. But I'm giving him like charitability right now because I feel it really gross that I was getting hit on all sides, and I was planning to make a response video and then to leave. And what ended up happening was that my channel got terminated, and I don't have a platform to defend myself on now. And you know what happened then? Well, since I lost everything, people smelt the weakness.
I don't know.
It
doesn't really seem like it doesn't seem fair for you to complain about that, because don't you do the same thing to other YouTubers by goading other content creators to make multiple videos on a singular person you're covering?
Do you want to give any examples?
Literally any for example, Mugen has shown me like DM history apparently where you and Guam, I don't even know what it was. I couldn't even tell if you were blackmailing Guamgo or some shit, but it was almost like you pressuring him into making a video. That's what it seemed like from what I saw. I'm not going to say
on who do you recall?
I don't know in particular, but I know it was a content creator. I could probably look for it or request it, either or. But I don't know. And me, plus I've known you before, Parlo. You do have a tendency of when you're covering someone, you love getting everyone on board and like, let's all fucking collectively shit on this guy. And then when it happens to you, it's like, oh, this sucks. This is terrible. Like, I don't know. It seems kind of like,
Well, if
what'd
you
you
could bring a
expect?
single example of this, then I think it'd be fair
Potamer.
to look
I
into
think
that.
me, I
Potamer.
think me and
Potamer.
men know
Potamer.
that.
Oh, we could talk. We could talk about Potamer.
But okay,
We could
no,
definitely
no,
talk
I'm
about
not trying to get the entire story around Potamer. We all know the story around Potamer. I'm talking about
We
that
don't.
as a.
There's
Oh my
a
God.
hell of a
No,
lot more. To
before
Potamer.
you do that, we can do that in a second. We can do that in a second. But what I'm solely doing right now is I'm saying that that is a good example of you like looping everybody into it. I'm not saying that you're doing it in an evil way or anything, but you asked for an example.
With the Potamer, first of all, the Potamer situation wasn't something I got everyone to do. Most of the people did it on their own volition. Now, I did say that I would have appreciated if bigger content creators did talk about it because it was mainly me and Guamgo.
So
But I
isn't that
never
a
pushed
call for
Guamgo to do
action?
that. What'd you say, sorry?
Isn't that a call for action? Then you just said it.
I said I would have preferred that people did that, but I never pushed
So,
for it. It was just something in the back of my mind.
literally implicating that that's a call for action. That's what that is.
Pimpleton, someone
At the
just
back
sent
of
me
my
this and asked me to forward it.
Yeah, I just received that. This is interesting. Let's see
Oh,
what it
the
is.
MP3?
Let's see what it is. MP3. It's just called lying.mp3. Let's see what that is.
I'm just gonna lie. There'll be a few lies in the video. One, that I'm sorry to Arham because Arham is a fucking hypocrite and he's made the exact. It's probably a call that you know who had sent, which is an excerpt of my call with Mugen, which I mentioned in my response video is completely redundant considering this happened. What 2.5 months ago?
Let's just listen to the audio and then you can explain it. Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna lie. There'll be a few lies in the video. One, that I'm sorry to Arham because Arham is a fucking hypocrite and he's made the exact same jokes. Two, being that I don't own the channel. And three, being that I'm extremely sorry for the document, even though the document talked about me being fucking assaulted and somehow people just don't care about that.
Okay. So, and are you saying that it's a moot
Wait,
point?
let me listen. Your stream's 20 seconds behind.
Oh, lol. Sorry.
My bad.
Oh, okay. So yeah, with the RM stuff in the original response script I gave to Mugen, it was me being like extremely apologetic to him. But I had a problem with the fact that he also engaged in the same jokes. This was before it was proven that he had actually lied about his age and he was considerably younger. So what ended up happening was I remodified the script because first of all, the original response was going to be about 25 minutes long. This one was, of course, 3.5 hours long. So I added a massive segment going over how I am sorry. I mean, a lot of people can attest as well. I never made those jokes again. But what ended up happening was I added an extra part to the script where I basically stated how hypocritical it was for him to have called me out for jokes that he made. Another lie was the channel thing as well. I mean, of course, I'm not going to try and make it obvious that this channel is mine because I'm going to get sniped for ban evasion. It's not really my channel. It's under another person's account. So, I mean, there we go. And then the document, I do find it disgusting how everyone maligned me for the document. A lot of the hatred towards me for this situation has been because of deep-rooted bigotry and like homophobia, because people find it easy to malign like a gay situation like this is degenerate. But I do find it disgusting how no one focuses on like the actual sexual assault shit that I bring up or like the emotional manipulation that I faced, and instead they hyper focus on like the Cinderella thing, which is on what, page 25. They cherry pick what they want to cherry pick, and then they swipe all nuance away from it and make it look like, oh, Paolo's talking about his sex life with children.
I just got breaking
nuance?
news.
Okay, good.
Apparently, it's been discovered that Parlo and Mugen were in a gay relationship leading up to his channel being deleted. Is this true, Parlo?
I never dated Mugen. He wanted to be in a relationship with me. He even actually asked to like come visit me, and I wasn't.
So you two were
he
not
said that.
dating.
No, he said that he said he wouldn't be making videos like helping me or like defending me unless we got in a relationship, which was really odd. And then he was going to YouTubers and saying that I could be like a maiden for him, like I could be a kitchen maid for him. He even said to, I think this was to one I know, he was mentioning like our positions. It was really fucking gross behavior.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I saw leaked DMs of him talking about positions. It was fucking gross. It was fucking gross.
I have not a clue what positions.
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
imagine
about
my
that.
fucking shock. Imagine my fucking shock.
That sounds readily out of character for him. I don't know if I'm gonna take your word for that.
Well,
But no, you were in a relationship with him. In
I
fact,
wasn't.
actually, no,
I wasn't.
there's DMs. We can get them. I mean, unless you really
please
want to
get
die on this hill.
Yes,
Let me see if
please
I can
get them. Please
Okay.
get them.
Okay.
I was
Uh-oh.
never in a relationship
Sworn
with him.
lovers, they will love once more.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
no.
Parlo, since you know,
Ben, what would you-
Parlo, I know that you're a fan of precise wording, so let's just be a little bit more precise with this. Maybe you weren't in a relationship with Mugen, but did you guys ever have like any sexual encounters or anything like that?
I've never sexted him.
Have you ever flirted with him?
I can back
I've never
him.
flirted with him.
Yeah, you did.
I've never flirted with him. He sent me his social security number, his ID, and his face, and he was. Yeah, I know. No, he sent me all that shit immediately and pressed it on me. And I was going to YouTubers in private and saying, "Dude, this guy's really fucking weirding me out. I have no idea where they're getting this fucking dating thing."
I don't care about that. Few lies. I'm just gonna lie. There'll be a few lies in the video. What?
Sorry.
You're fine. So, okay, so we're waiting on the proof for that. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So,
I don't know. I really don't know why this is being brought up because out of everything stated, this is like the.
Well, that
craziest
implies you were
fucking claim.
cheating on him because you flew a guy out using fucking misappropriated GoFundMe money.
Yeah, he was bitching about that, and he was like, "Oh, you could have given all the attention to me. I could have been a good boy for you."
Well, yeah,
Dude, I was
because you
never
were
in a
in a
relationship.
relationship
I
with.
wasn't. You're literally flat out lying. There's
No,
absolutely.
I'm not.
I was not fucking in a relationship
Ben,
with him.
this is I don't know.
I'm waiting for the proof, dude. We're all waiting for the proof.
Okay, all
We're all
right.
waiting for the proof.
Look, wait until the stork comes in. It's gonna look like
Yep.
fucking 9/11. It's not gonna look
Yep, dude.
pretty for you. It's you
Okay.
pretty much flat out told him like, oh yeah, I am.
Well, okay. Let me ask you this: of all the people you could have given access to your channel to, why did you pick Mugen?
Because Mugen was willing to help me through a lot of situations that were happening in 2025, like really annoying, tedious situations. And I went to him and I was like, "Can I have you as like a PR manager? And any advice you have, I will probably follow it, considering you know what to do. You've been in drama with like this before with ZZ and shit like that." So I gave him manager for my channel so he could help me with videos. And shit like that. I couldn't take manager permissions off him after the shit was taken from me because I was stuck in a loop two-factor authentication issue. So
okay,
So you
so
two had been best buds for a long time.
well, and
I
I
know
guess
I stopped speaking to him to the lead up of the channel termination. I stopped speaking to him for a very long
No,
time.
that's not true. You spoke to him a little
I
bit.
aired
You
him.
started freaking the fuck out on him and saying that you'd sue him.
What you what? Wait, no, wait. You didn't listen to what I said when he terminated the channel. The lead up to that, for a period of time, a month period of time, if not two, I barely spoke with him.
Tyrone
Because he was
9000
weirding
Hold
me
on.
out.
Can I
totally
just
not
bring up a
taking to
point
manage
here?
my
So
channel.
my question is, if you thought the guy was weird and he was making you really uncomfortable, at what point in time did you decide to make him channel manager? Because something's not aligning here.
I told you, channel manager in July, okay, and then I got weirded out after the fucking police situation.
Yeah,
and I
but
couldn't
I'm
have done
pretty sure
anything
that
to
was one
take
of the
him off.
first things that he laid onto you, was it not?
What?
The whole ID and everything, and him showing like his identity, proving to you that he wasn't lying,
Lying about what? What's the point of this?
proving his
What
age,
argument are
who
you
he
trying to
was,
make?
and everything. And then you thought this was weird, and then you make him channel manager. That I'm pretty sure
No,
within like one of your first interactions with him, he did this.
no.
So
He sent the images of his face. Then we did channel manager, and then over time, past July, July was actually towards reasonably the end of it, but he kept pushing. He kept pushing after for like a relationship and that he wouldn't defend me unless like I was in a committed relationship with him. And I always told him, no, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well,
I'd always
this-
create
something seems-
excuses for
something comes off here because he made it abundantly clear from you since day one that that he did this with the intention of being with you, and you seemingly had no problem with that. You didn't. There was not a single time where you told him no. You never
We
explicitly said no to him.
Wait, so your argument is that we dated? Is there any confirmation of dating? Because I never dated him. I never.
You
dated
literally
him.
said it
I'm
in the
waiting on
game.
that right
You
now.
heavily
I-
implied
Waiting on
it.
I heavily implied it. You went from saying I said it to
We're just
heavily
asking
implying it.
questions at this point, Parlo. I don't know if you guys were in a relationship. I'm waiting to get proof of that right now.
I
Yeah,
was never in a relationship. I mean, I know because it's, fucking me. He wouldn't do a defense video on me until I was in a relationship with him, and I told him I'm not in the mental headset for that because I'm getting consistently defamed.
Okay,
I'm
but
not.
you are in the headspace to fly a guy over for sexual contact.
Yeah, because this is after I got 2 strikes on my channel, and the shit was very laxed after that.
What does
because,
that have to do with
And you were in a better
Well,
mental state with 2 strikes?
with 2 strikes, I privated every video on my channel, and and also it's actually 2 things. First of all, I was in a hell of a lot less drama at that time. What was the main thing that was bugging me was the police situation. But if you'd watch my response video, because a lot of things that you bring up,
It's
are
like
actually
2 hours long.
Okay, you can use transcript. You could do F13 and look in the transcript. But
A
I bring
3-hour transcript. That's okay.
That would crash
Yes,
my browser.
you can do Control F, search up the words that you want, and
Yeah,
then you'll
guys, let's
find
do
it.
some predicative keywords here. All right. Gay,
Okay.
sex.
Okay, dude. But
Jesus Christ.
I met up already because I explained it. It's because I wanted social interaction because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to.
Well, let me just say this real quick because you've said this to me. You've said this directly to me on a stream before, right? Like you
Yeah.
said that the reason that you wanted to do this was because you thought that you might be like fucking like going to prison and you didn't know if you were going to be a free man for much longer and you just like wanted to,
Yeah.
you wanted to get some ass, okay?
What?
But like, and like that
No,
being
no,
said,
no.
that being said, right? That being said, does that sound like you're in a better mental position? You know what I mean? Like I'm just,
Oh, he was in a position, all right.
yeah.
Well,
Correct.
Parlo, someone's asking what were your bail conditions?
Why do I need to disclose that? What relevance does that have?
I don't know. Someone asked it.
Yeah, no reason. What are the conditions?
Don't think I need to disclose them.
Huh?
Why are they bad?
What do you mean? Are they bad? They're pretty
Well, I
lax.
mean, if they weren't bad,
Okay,
you just go
well,
ahead
then
and
what's the
tell us,
big
right?
deal? What were they?
They're pretty lax compared to like what other people would get. in
Okay,
regards
well,
to
if
that.
they are,
Yeah, I mean, if
you'd
they're
have
so
no problem
relaxed,
telling
then
I'm not going to engage in this conversation because it's obviously a charged question. You
Why
know what we're gonna
why
try
are
and
you
do with
suddenly
that.
getting real quiet about it? You could just tell us. It's
I'm
okay.
not getting quiet.
Do you-
I'm actually standing my ground. That
Okay,
I'm
but-
not going to like go over this because why the fuck are we changing the
You're
subject?
right. No, I'm
you know?
sorry.
Well-
We're part of it. We're bullies. I'm sorry.
Well, hold
Come
on, hold on. Do you understand why they're asking that?
I adhere to the bail conditions consistently. That's all you need to know. Not a single one of them has been violated. So
That is
what's the
fucking
point
So
of
really
okay,
doing it?
strange.
here I actually I feel like I've asked you this question before, so I mean you can just clear it up for like a bigger chat now if you already have, right? But like you bought like multiple devices after this incident happened.
I know what this is going to lead up to. Yeah, continue.
Okay,
I've already had this because I already got
thanks
told by-
Nostradamus.
I've already got told by a YouTuber because I know what person's fucking asking Ruben to say these questions.
Oh, you don't know.
Okay,
who's
all
asking
right,
it.
so-
Yeah, I do.
Who
I
is
do.
it?
Parlo.
Who's asking it?
Parlo.
Yeah.
Before I fucking do like the dick rectum surprise on you, like let's just shut the fuck up so I can ask the question, okay? Like, but for a second, like you bought multiple devices in a when you were being questioned and investigated on something related to potential, and I'm not saying that it happened, okay? I know that you got like fucking what's it called, like
were dropped.
catfished. You got catfished, right? And all that bullshit. But like you know, you were being questioned for potential, like, you know, sexual messages with a child, right? That was what we were being accused of and investigated for. And in most of those cases, they usually don't allow you to get more devices, right? So, like, what?
And they don't allow you to communicate with children.
Correct. So.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is exactly what. Yeah. So no, none of the conditions had anything about that online. It was.
Okay, well, what were the conditions?
Yeah, what were the conditions?
Always update where I am. Don't stay in a venue like you know, a house that has someone who's below. If you go out, if it's like necessary and there's like someone there who's below the age, then like that's fine.
They said don't stay in the same home as someone who's under the age of 18.
Yeah.
But they didn't say anything about contacting these people over the internet.
No, there's no.
Even though what you were being investigated for was related to internet stuff. And I'm not saying that as a gotcha. I'm just genuinely asking. Okay.
No, it's not a gotcha because
Okay.
Because okay, that's fair. Yeah, because
Well, because I have the fucking conditions. Yeah, because I have the conditions on my table along with the cease and desist.
On your table, like right now, you have it on your table.
Yes, I have it in a file. I have it in a file. Like what?
Can you take a photo and show us? Is that okay? Yeah, can you take a screenshot?
It's on my phone.
I just think it's suspicious that the police visit you over this. I guess you're arrested, and then
like you can see why we're a bit, you know, like, are you sure?
And then
right, because it's extremely uncommon.
Immediately after this, and buy a laptop.
Right.
And typically in these cases, they'll ask for like software on your computer or some way to monitor what you're doing to make sure that you're not still communicating with minors.
At the very least, I mean,
So
sometimes
I've already made it abundantly clear.
And then you do a stage in a server with all these kids explaining your escapades with Wolfgang. And now you don't want to tell us what your bail conditions are.
I literally just told you.
Can you show us? Like, take a photo and show us. That's okay.
And this is while you were asking your fans for money to pay for living expenses.
I wonder where that went. I guess we'll never know.
That was the tweet. Well, it's actually been paid back if you had actually watched the fucking video, but that's.
I don't think that's the problem here.
No, and that's exactly what I said when I was reviewing.
Yeah. So wait, no, hang on. So the three are no unsupervised.
Once again, you're just reading it off. I'm asking for a photo.
Yeah, you get. What if you took a photo and like and you know censored any like evil like personal information? Yeah.
I have the conditions. Yeah, I'm at no obligation to send them.
Okay.
The bail conditions were
so we can move on. So we can move on.
Okay, well then let's move on. Let's move on to exactly what we just kind of like touched on a little bit, but didn't really get into, which is the fact that like you just kind of deferred to, and you said this in your video too, like, oh, it's been paid back, but like that doesn't change the fact that like you make this point in your video where you're like, oh well, when I bought the freaking gaming computer and I bought the like ticket for Wolfgang and I bought the password for Wolfgang, I used my own money, and like. Do you not understand what the problem is?
You did say that you were 15 minutes into the video, so this explains why you bring up this point when I've already gone over this. I literally bring
But
up
you literally verbatim. No, hold on.
No,
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No. I have the talking stick. I have the talking stick.
I've got to go soon, so make this fucking.
All right, I'm making it quick. I'm making it quick. Just let me talk, and then it would have already been done. All right. Like, okay, so Parlo, in that 15 minutes, you make the point. So even if you make a different point later, it is your fault for making this point in the first 15 minutes where you say, I paid it back. And on top of that, you don't see the fact that, you buying these things with your own money, which you heavily emphasize in that point, doesn't change that you are begging for the necessities when you're not buying necessities with your own money. You're buying leisure shit, and then you make a GoFundMe where you're like, oh, I need help with rent. I need help with meds, guys. And then you're buying Uber Eats and shit like that. You're not even going to the fucking grocery or anything. Like, I mean, what the fuck is this? Like, you can't really, like, you're not seeing the point. You're not seeing the point.
Also, it's really strange how you bring up the video, yet you come back to it and bring it up again, which is why we're even talking about it.
Right. And you're calling it your like stupid little response video. Like what? Okay. Respond from that, please.
Yeah, I bring up how money's fungible, so even if I used my own money, which I very much did, money still comes in to recuperate the
That
lost cost in
doesn't
that.
matter. It's irrelevant.
And plus, why wouldn't you say it in the first fucking 15 minutes then? Right? Like if you're gonna make this point and then you're just gonna make these excuses for it, and then later on in your 3.5 hour long like Star Wars length fucking epic, right? Then you talk about it again. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why would you make one point one place and then later in the video you make a different point? That doesn't make any sense, dude.
I went over systematically what happened with the finances, that the money from the GoFundMe was not used on the fucking plane ticket. That is objectively true.
All right.
And I bring up, like, I've gone over this GoFundMe shit a million times. I'm not going over this again. End of story.
Okay,
Money's
okay.
being paid
That's
back.
fine. That's fine. Let's move on then.
No, wait, hang on. I admitted I fucked up. I'm never doing a GoFundMe again. It was a massive monolithic mistake. But, like, going over this for the 50th fucking time, it's so fucking mentally draining.
All right. I get it.
More attention is being brought onto this than like most fucking pedophile situations.
Okay,
in this community.
fuck off.
Yeah, we need to be focusing on the real
God.
problem.
Holy mother of God. Holy virtue signal. Okay. Listen. I get that you have to go. So like I have another important thing that I want to bring up that I also want the two of them to kind of like, bounce off of and give their own thoughts on. You have a very loose definition of grooming, okay? You were pushing initially grooming allegations onto Wolfgang over the Avalon stuff, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you were. Right. So now here's something. How long have you known Avalon?
September.
September of
July,
when? Of when?
2025.
You only knew him since September?
Yeah.
He was like your channel like manager guy. Like he was like the guy who like so you knew him for like less than a month and you made him like your guy?
What the?
No.
What? Walk me through the timeline then. This just
oh wait, it was July.
So okay, that doesn't change anything. Like, okay, walk me through how long did you know Avalon until you like entered a contract with this guy?
We entered a contract, I believe, in let me check.
Dude.
Oh my God.
I believe that was a couple months later. I don't know when though.
A couple of months later, that would have been in September, so it would have been 1 month before you guys met up. Is that the case?
I genuinely don't know when the contract was signed.
Dude, can't you just pull it up?
I don't fucking have the contract on me. I don't know when it was signed.
You don't have the contract?
I don't have it on me.
What? Okay.
On your computer?
Sure. Yeah, like, I mean, I find that doubtful that you can't very easily pull up the contract, right? I get that you don't have it on you.
I mean, I don't have the contract
Can't you use
signed.
Control F?
Literally. Fuck off, dude.
You're asking us to search the transcript of a 3-hour and 20-minute video.
Like,
and you're over here and you can't find a legal contract
I'm just
that you signed with one of the channel managers.
I searched the word contract in DMs. I can't find anything.
Okay,
so
fine,
I'm
sure.
not sure.
Ask Avalon. Okay, well let me tell you this. Ask Avalon to send it to you right now. Do that right now as I'm asking this next question, okay? Because here's the thing. I mean, it does change things a little bit. I don't know. I cannot like it. I believe you when you say you've only known Avalon for a few months. It like kind of blows my fucking mind. I will be honest. But like, isn't there still an element? You were talking to this guy for several months when he was still 17, right? And again, I'm not making an argument here. I'm using your own logic in past cases, including the one with Wolfgang here. Is there not an element in which if this wasn't you and you were talking about someone else, that you'd probably say that you pre-ordered Avalon because a couple of weeks after he turned 18, you were fucking him, right? So like, I'm just saying, by your own standards here, is that not, probably a little bit morally,
Wait, he did that?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Fuck no. This
yeah, they
news to me.
fucked. They fucked. And guess, no, here's something that's even better, man. No, here's something that's even better. Everybody in this situation sucks, man. Here's something that's even better. Avalon, from the beginning, was making a plan to cuck Wolfgang and have sex with Parlo. Okay, and Parlo, to be fair, was unaware of this plan, but like, no, I mean, it is the gayest of ops. It is quite literally a gay op. Like, that was the plan, right? And
What the fuck?
yeah.
Parlo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. So like Parlo, by your own standards here, by your own standards, did you not pre-order Avalon? You were talking to this guy before he turned 18. You were having like all these conversations with him. You were engaging in a business partnership with him, and then 2 weeks after he turned 17, y'all are fucking, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I brought this up to you before. I quite literally told you while you were making this video, I was like, you need to be extremely fucking careful about implying and directly saying that Wolfgang is a groomer. Because you had a lot of stuff where you were like, oh, well, I'm not going to say he's a groomer. I'm going to like leave it up to the audience. But then you would say these things where you would be like, well, the audience is going to think he's a groomer, but I'm not going to say it. And it's like, dude, I have been telling you this from the beginning. As soon as I found out about that, you fucking Avalon, which you left out of the fucking story for a very long time, which is extremely important when you're using Avalon as like a key witness and stuff like that. And then you, like, what are you doing?
You admitted that the key witness shit is not fucking, it's not watered down by the fact that we did anything.
Because I told you that it was imperative that you talked about the fact that you guys had this fucking, like, sex relationship.
You haven't watched the video, you're judging me without even fucking watching the video.
I was 15 minutes in and you already used Avalon as a key witness and you didn't disclose your relationship. You talked about it vaguely. You never said anything about it. You literally just said...
It's addressed for a solid 20 fucking minutes.
Okay, it's addressed. Okay, it's addressed then. But in the first 15 minutes, when you already use him as a key witness, within the first 15 minutes, you don't address it once. You literally just refer to it in this vague sense where you're like, oh yeah, and with the stuff that Avalon and I did, well, he wasn't 17 when we did it. He wasn't 17 when we did it. So
there was a clip of you and numerous other commentary channels saying that like this stupid gay op retarded excuse does not fundamentally change anything whatsoever. But and on top of that, by definition, right, it does kind of change some things, not from your end, Parlo, I won't say that, but what it does change is the fact that this guy is on record lying about shit multiple times, right? And then you're going to use him as your star witness in parts of your video that are exclusively testimony based, right? So why the fuck would we trust him when he was lying to everyone, including you, when he didn't tell you about the fact that he had this evil gay op plan to fuck you?
Jesus, dude.
Thoughts, Parlo?
Yeah, I'll give you my thoughts. Well, first of all, despite the fact this entire gay up thing, well, yes, I absolutely do voice in my video how it was completely retarded, and I do think it was pretty fucking immature. I still do think that his opinion in the situation is very strong, because I also corroborate it with Spa and Crypt, who were also present there at the time, who could attest to seeing a lot of advances that Wolfgang was making at the time. I do think it's really retarded to say that this was fucking grooming as well. What, we're going to conflate a 2.5-year age gap to grooming? Yeah, we're going to all remain silent with like... Well, actually, we'll stay away from that. But I would like to hear why the fuck are you claiming this sounds like a grooming situation?
By your own standards. No, I verbatim said...
No, wait, no, Himpleton, I'm not asking you. I'm asking you.
Fine.
Okay, well, if you establish the connection with somebody knowing that they were underage and then willingly engaged in sexual contact with them, I don't know, that looks pretty fucking bad. Like, I don't know how else to say that. That looks, I don't know. I personally I wouldn't do that. I don't know, man. That's pretty young.
We're going to demean a 2-year age gap.
I'm not going to explicitly label you a groomer, but you're fucking cutting it close, dude.
That's unbelievable. Okay, we're going to demean
you know what I will
2-year age
say?
gaps now.
You know what I'm going to say? No, you know what I'm going to say? Because I'll go harder than that, Parlo. I will say that by your own standards, I think that you would look at a case like this. If it was somebody that you hated, I bet that you would. If this was Wolfgang and you remove all of the stuff that Wolfgang did before he was 18 and you solely put your position into it, if it was Wolfgang, I guarantee you would do the exact same thing where you'd be like, oh, I'm not going to say it's grooming, but everybody's going to think it is. Because, like, yeah, dude, you were talking to this guy for months beforehand, and I'm, again, talking about your own standards here, because I don't believe it's grooming, but, like, by your own standards here, you were talking to this guy for months beforehand, and then a couple of weeks after he turned 18, y'all was fucking, bruh. Y'all was, like, you know, like... It was the donut and the sausage, okay? Like, I don't know who was top or bottom. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. But, like, the point is that there was penetrative sex, okay? And it was happening 2 hours before Wolfgang landed on his flight, dude. And I know that because Avalon fucking bragged about it. All right?
He bragged about him. So,
Yeah.
He has some fucking weird-ass friends.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, this guy claimed that he had a $1 million contract with Mr. Beast, okay? So, like, I mean...
This is so mind-numbingly retarded to me. Why did you include this guy?
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
I guess, yeah, we can hear you.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
Did you hear any of the stuff that I just said, or do I need to repeat it? Parlo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. My shit, my shit type out. You're gonna have to repeat that again.
Okay, just great. I'm gonna
just summarize it.
Okay, summarizing one more time, very quickly. So, by your own standards, I genuinely think that if we remove everything that Wolfgang did before Avalon was 18, and we put everything that you did into Wolfgang's position, where one, you were complacent. I'm going to use the word complicit because this is what complicit actually means, by the way. You were complicit in the fact that there were sexual conversations going on with Avalon present right after he turned 18 of Wolfgang jacking off and like stuff like that. And you said nothing. Okay. You did nothing. You like, that's undisputable. On top of that, a couple of weeks after this guy turns 18, after you'd been talking to him when he was 17 for months, y'all are fucking. Okay, and so by your own standards, I guarantee that you would have done the exact same thing to somebody else as you did to Wolfgang, where you'd be like, oh, well, I'm not going to say it's grooming, but it's kind of, the audience is going to think it is, right? Like,
wait, so you're just basing this off your own subjective opinion. You're saying you guarantee.
No, I'm basing this off of your fucking past, dude. I'm basing this off of your past actions, dude. That's what I'm basing it off of.
What past? What past? Please correlate
your loose idea on what grooming is. Your loose idea on what grooming is. You tried to imply that Wolfgang was a groomer, and like he's not the one who had penetrative sex with the 18-year-old after he turned 18, like 2 weeks after he turned 18, is he?
He's got a point there.
Like,
my entire problem with internet adjacent came with the fact. Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Hello? Yeah,
yes.
Great. Great. Next time my fucking Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of this fucking Wi-Fi. It's pissing me off. Next time it crashes, I will screenshot it to prove that I'm not.
I don't doubt that it's crashing. Just talk, dude. Fuck.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Calm down. So regarding internet adjacent, my problem came with the fact that he met Avalon when he was 16. Had him admin in his Discord server while he was posting like straight up porn to it. In front of numerous other 16-year-olds as well. They just openly allowed furry pornography. And then as soon as he was 17, he was making like consistent sexual jokes to Avalon, and this is brought up in my video. And then when Avalon was turning 18, he then conditions Avalon to the idea of a three-way. And I didn't know about any of this at the time. I had no knowledge of any of that. I prove via screenshot and metadata of those screenshots that I took them after the Airbnb incident because I didn't even know what was happening in the Oktoberfest group chat, despite people claiming that I did. And Wolfgang was the one who came to me first stating that Avalon wanted to, like, engage. I never went to Avalon first to instigate that topic of conversation because I was under the idea that he wanted to first.
Okay.
This is all brought up in my video, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry. He didn't engage first, so we're all A-okay. Okay.
All right.
Glad we got that covered.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, you're trying to push the idea that I was conditioning. Well, you're obviously trying to Todd wrangle this retarded groomer comparison.
Whoa.
If you want to demean a
come
2-year
on.
age gap, you're gonna have to. If you want to demean a 2-year age gap, you're gonna have to do a whole lot of cleaning.
It's not about the 2-year age gap, you dumb fuck. Oh my god. Like, dude, it's about the fact that you pre-ordered him, bro. And again, I wouldn't say by my own metrics that is grooming, but by your own.
Yeah, we're going by your logic.
Yes, we're going by your logic. Like, my god, man. Like, why is this so fucking hard to grasp? Hey,
Let's be real. If you came across somebody doing this and you're like, fuck this person in particular, you would not hesitate to fucking lambast them and say, yeah, this person's a groomer.
100%.
Like, me and Ben, we both know you. You would 100% fucking do something like that.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Really?
Hey, Parlo, before you go, you know who the op block is, right?
Yep.
All right. Are you cool with him asking you a question?
Yep.
All right. Are you guys okay with that as well? If he gets added to the group real quick?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. Okay. You have my blessing.
Okay, thank God. Thank God. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Falgi, fucking look and add now. Okay, so that. All right. While we're waiting, so Parlo, you don't think that like you would? I don't know, man. Like what? You don't think you would do this? You really don't think you would say that about somebody if it was somebody else like in the conversation?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
No. You
There's
never
already
do
a big Roblox YouTuber who is in circles close to certain people who already has allegations of waiting for girls to turn 18 and shit like that. And
so you don't
really
care,
cryptic.
and you don't care about that when that happens.
I do believe the age gap in that situation is worse because I believe that they're
How much worse?
25, 26.
Okay, 25, 26.
26.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
that's
do
reasonable.
find that weird, but I wouldn't go out calling them a groomer because that would be reputational suicide.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, good thing you're not in the shitter right
But
now.
I've got.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck your reputation up.
All
You
right.
wouldn't want to fuck
Parlo, it's me, Falgi, your top guy. You featured me a lot in the video. Thank you so much. So, Parlo, I have a question for you because I watched your entire video. Can you walk us through the timeline of you meeting up with Avalon and hooking up with Avalon? And the continued things that happened during the IA trip, because coincidentally, and I'm going to call you out for this, you included a new story in the IA thing, which is you denied him, he ignores you, and then you're crying on the floor, your words, not mine. And that has never in any of your recountings been told once. So I'm just
I did. No way. I did that. I did. In the Dickers live stream, I remember in my first argument with Wolfgang, I brought up how because of like Avalon leaving after the shower situation, I started feeling really bad and I started breaking down and crying on the floor. And Wolfgang admitted that he was like blanking me while he was in the room. He was just ignoring and like blanking me. Yeah, blanking me.
But you described the cry because just to recount your video, you described the crying on the floor prior to the shower incident. So now you're saying it's after the shower incident because in your timeline of events,
you might have misheard that. It happened after the shower incident.
He said you might have misheard that.
It's your video. You placed it at different times. So just as a clarifications, so the shower incident happens, and then you telling him that you are uninterested in him happens. Now describe.
I've made it abundantly clear it happened after the shower situation.
Okay. So can you please describe to me your sexual encounter with Avalon? I don't care who's pitching who's catching.
I'm not gonna mention that because there's
No.
like provable minors in the chat. I'm not doing that.
What? Okay, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What the fuck?
Okay, stop this.
What?
Stop
Like,
this.
you're telling me to
There's
go in
minors in
detail
my
throughout
live
what-
stream. Okay, then I'll fucking ban them, dude. Like I'll fucking ban the minors, dude.
Okay, we've got 77. We've
Hey,
got 70.
hey, guess what?
Okay, can you? Okay,
Parlo,
can you all
wait,
shut
hold
the
on,
fuck
hold on,
up?
hold on.
Can you all
No,
shut
both
the
of
fuck up?
everybody, shut the fuck up for a second. No, I'm gonna talk because I'm God here. Okay, this is my stream. All right. So listen to me right now. If we ban the minors from chat, they're still going to watch the stream, dude. We are not asking you to give. Wait, hold on. We're not asking you to give explicit sexual details about your encounters. We are asking you for a specific timeline of how it went from when you and Avalon first met up in the Wolfgang trip. That is what we're asking for. A timeline, not positions, not rusty trombone. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Okay.
So explain why you want to know about this.
When did you specifically have your sexual? When did you specifically enact your sexual encounter with Avalon?
You heard in the video that it was the 13th.
When specifically? When IA arrived? Is it before he arrived?
Before. It was mentioned in the video before. Yeah.
And during the time, and I'm asking you this specifically, during the time that you, because Avalon is, if I remember correctly, and Templeton corrected me on this, I believe Avalon says that you guys may have like made out while IA was still there. Now I'm not remembering fully correctly, but during that time, did you and Avalon have any other intimate encounters in the Airbnb, even with IA present?
No.
No. So no kissing, no making out, no anything like that. So when he's in the other room, fucking begging for you to come in there. Maybe?
Wait, hang on. Stop schizoing it. No, stop schizoing out. You said any other encounter. You are schizoing out. You literally are
Just answer the fucking question. Just answer the fucking question. Just answer the question, Parlo.
No, because he stated first, is there any other than the kissing? Well, the kissing, yes, but other than that, no.
So the kissing did happen, you just denied it!
Wait, no, I didn't understand the question he said. I'm stating like fully right now, yes. Why are you trying to be faggy about this?
I'm not not!
On God you are, on God you are.
No, on God! You don't even believe in God! You don't even believe in God! Why are you doing it on God?
Yes, I do. Yes, the fuck I do.
Wait, you do now? You do believe in God?
You believe in God? You think
You're saying I do now.
Comparable to a sodomite.
Dude, he's born again. He's born again. He's born again. It's fine. He's born again. It's fine.
The reason I'm asking is because it's really convenient, and this is what Hippleton is trying to explain to you. You leave these parts out of the video that your prime witness is also your fuck buddy who is attempting to gay up Wolfgang. Let it be very clear, you know my feelings on IA. I think he's a fucking scumfuck. I don't like the guy. My issue is that in your video, you don't describe these things. You don't describe the fact that you still have an intimate relationship. I'm not asking about sex. You and Avalon are still having some form of intimate relationship while IA is even there. Like, this is the one thing that, like, kind of just gets, like, brushed under. Yeah, he's a fucking pest.
You are botting so hard, Value. You are botting
I
so
thought that
hard.
was my connection again. I thought that was my connection.
No.
God is censoring him.
Sorry,
Dude, the deep state is censoring him.
I'm on my phone. What I'm trying to say is that you two are having an intimate relationship while he is there, and you are leaving that out of the story. And that is a huge issue and again, we are all of agreement that IA is a fucking sex pest. That is my purest belief. He's a sex pest. That's what I think. However, you do not disclose the brevity of your relationship with Avalon. That is a huge red flag. Do you understand why that's a red flag?
I do understand how that does affect to some point people's opinions on Avalon's recounting of the entire situation, and I I do understand with my reputation how no one will take what I say right now as fact. But what I'm saying is his recounting of what he saw that day, with also the fragmented evidence I also show in that video, it 100% is what he did in that specific situation. He couldn't help as well, but eventually admit to what he did as well in many intervals when he was confronted. So even if you don't want to take Avalon at like fact, his that leaked recording of like the shower incident where he loosely admitted he apologized for the shit and all of that, it builds up the picture. Of course, I didn't know what Avalon's like plans were private and shit like that. And I understand how it looks weird, but I did make it clear in my response video how I didn't want to be in a relationship with Wolfgang until at least January or December. This is the same shit I did with Mugen as well, and I find it interesting we still haven't got any evidence that I was in a relationship with him,
you
because I
told him
wasn't.
that, as in you were planning to be in a relationship with him?
No, I said that if there was ever going to be a relationship, it'd be when I was under like a clearer mental fucking.
But you
place.
said that you flat out denied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I denied there being a relationship because there fucking
that-
wasn't. Like, what? You're trying to bring up some
completely
non-existent
different from what you told us
contradiction.
earlier.
No, I literally stated how I'm not in the right mental place to ever have a fucking relationship during the time when he was pressing for it.
You
Point
flew a
is,
guy
I
out
don't
there to
have
make
one.
butt sex with. What do you mean?
What's your point? You're bringing up fucking Mugen. I'm stating Mugen no. Wolfgang
Well,
no.
I'm just so confused. Why does your mental state matter, yet you still go ahead and do that shit regardless? Why is that relevant?
These are two completely different people. With
Okay.
two completely different time zones.
Okay,
There's like
okay.
a numerous
I'm
attributing
gonna ask you-
factors.
I'm
We
going to
can
ask
move
you a
on.
question. I'm going to ask you a question. I'd like you to just answer as truthfully as you can. Are you and Avalon still engaged in some form of romantic, intimate, or sexual relationship?
Like as of right now.
As of right now? Or did you, or have you had encounters? And then a second question, have you had encounters post IA's visit?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh.
So what you're telling me, and I'm not trying to laugh, is that you are in some form of non-professional relationship with Avalon. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Would you describe Avalon as your boyfriend?
No.
Okay. Hey, listen, it's fine. I know Avalon practices polyamory. It's an open relationship. That's perfectly fine. You're a young man. You're probably exploring things as well. But wouldn't that be important to disclose that you are continuing to have sexual relations or intimate relations with the person who is your star witness to the things that occur with the person that you are accusing, especially when it comes to his allegations?
I'm not sure the additive context of there being like things that are continuous would really affect
Clear bias.
it, given
Clear bias. Clear bias. That's the addition.
Giant conflict of interest here.
Yes. Clear fucking bias. Yes. That is it's implicitly obvious, Parlo, so I'm going to spell it out. There you go.
Well, despite the fact that they were still under contract right after the situation transpired, and he remained consistent with his story about what
should have
Wolfgang was
made
doing
that
the entire
clear.
time.
Wait. Are you still under contract with Avalon?
Pardon?
Are you still under contract with Avalon?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is
You
sex
believe
part
so?
of your contract? Is sex a part of your contract, yes or no?
No.
So what does having being under the contract matter? Because technically, you guys are fraternizing. Are you telling me there's no fraternization clause in the contract? Because isn't that an unprofessional boundary?
Sorry, what is this question meant to entail? What has this got to do with anything? Hold on, yeah, what?
Can you answer the question, Parlo?
I genuinely have no idea what you're trying to pry regarding
Doesn't
that.
matter, just
This
answer
is
it
a
in the
retarded
best of your
fucking
ability.
question.
Is there a fraternization clause? Is there a fraternization clause?
I don't know what the fuck that is. This is a genuinely
well,
retarded
well, and
question, and I
Falgi-
think we're done.
Falgi,
I think
your
we're done.
representation
I think
can't
we're
trump
done here. I think we're done here.
Oh,
We're done
we're
here.
done.
We're done.
Why are we done? Because you're running away because we're asking you questions you feel uncomfortable with?
No, because I don't know what I don't know why I'm getting bombarded with, like, I don't
Okay,
know what.
okay, wait, hold up. Can we give an explanation as to what that entails then? Just so you can understand, correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
fraternization
yeah,
clause. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's give him a quick explanation.
So with fraternization clauses, oftentimes in contracts, you cannot have sexual or personal relationships of that variety with someone who's representing you. It means you can't fuck your agent. A lot of like entertainment companies do this, right? And it calls in the reason you do that is because it can call into question a lot of different aspects of that relationship. It's a reason I'm asking that because again, it seems to me, and it is okay that we all agree IA is a sex pest, but it does seem to me that you are not fully disclosing your relationship with Avalon. You briefly go over it in the video. You don't mention the fact that you guys are doing something while IA is still there, most likely in my opinion, most likely in the other room when he's fucking walking back and forth and begging for you to come in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Again, you don't have to confirm or deny that, and that's okay. But like this is part of the issue is that when we are picking and teasing the truth from you, your video doesn't seem as airtight as you constantly promised because it doesn't feel like you're being as honest as you can be in preparation for questions like this.
Well, I never heard of what a fractionation clause was because I'm 20. I don't think 20-year-olds are meant to know what the fuck that is.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Now you know.
But I'm kind of getting like molested here on all sides for shit I don't fucking know.
Okay, but now you know.
And then I meant to act as like.
Trust me, I am straight as an arrow.
We're not molesting
Yeah, and you are not my type. Please, that's not the point. The point is this, and the reason I'm asking you this is very clearly there are issues with there's issues with some of your recounting due to the nature of certain parts of your relationships. That's my problem. Also, just as a point of clarification, because it doesn't seem like you kind of understood, the issue wasn't people were thinking that you straight up scammed people with the GoFundMe. The issue was that you had money enough to spend on luxuries and then ask for the GoFundMe money.
Okay, before I go, I just want to go over this for the millionth fucking time.
Stop. The luxuries are what people have issues with. I'm giving you the clarification point. I'm not beating you. I'm not molesting you. You're still not my type. What I'm telling you is that you are blatantly misrepresenting what people's complaints are.
Right, for the millionth time, and then I'm done. The GoFundMe, okay? Lots of people, lots of children, thousands of children got the impression that I took the money from the GoFundMe. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let him finish. Wait, let him finish because wait, this is only important because I have like one clarifying question after he's done with this, and I don't want him to leave just yet. And I promise it'll just be between the two of us, Parlo. But go ahead.
Oh, really?
Right. So a lot of stupid children are going around saying that I used the money from the GoFundMe to pay for the tickets and luxuries, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Now in the video, I proved that the money was my own money, which I used, and then I got the GoFundMe money and it recuperated the costs. I've had this conversation with IRLs and so many people, so many fucking times. I genuinely am never going to address this again because I want to make it very clear right now. I'm not doing a GoFundMe again. I fucked up majorly, and I was in a bad financial position regardless because Cormanx had basically made it so I had 2 strikes on my channel. Okay, and that essentially caused me a lot of financial loss. So I had bought the new appliances obviously because it got confiscated, and that put me in an even worse position because I'm not good with my finances. So I ended up basically fucking myself even more by doing that. That wasn't indicative of the fact that I was doing well with money. It was indicative of the fact that even when I was in a bad financial spot, I made it even worse and complicated it even more. And that's no one else's fault because it was my own money that I fucked up myself. And I mean, like, I'm 20 years old. There's no excuse for that. I'm just giving the context there. And all these retards can go, oh, we don't believe you. I show proof in the video, so you can basically go fuck yourself. But the point was, and I'm so done with people claiming I'm lying when I show proof of this, or like payment receipt wise. The money's being refunded. I will never trust myself to have a GoFundMe again. I think this point's been like, it should be criticized, but it's really been done to death. And I do bring up how money is, of course, fungible, so it recuperates lost costs. So the money that was put in the GoFundMe technically did go to my account to replenish the money that I had spent on the plane ticket. And although I never stated that I was broke, I do admit in the video as well, it's 100% like on me that people believe that I was in a really bad financial spot.
Right, it's the way you phrased it.
Really bad. It's
Yeah.
the way I phrased it, because even Aiden said that it was inherently deceptive.
Correct. Okay.
Really?
All right. So we're gonna do just a tiny little speed round real quick. Okay. This is gonna be real quick. All right. So the first thing is, what is your next video gonna be on, Parlo? This is important.
What's my next video gonna be?
Yeah. What is it?
If you'd asked me that a day ago, I would have given you an answer. Now that you asked me,
Well, let me phrase it this
sure.
way. What is it, and why isn't it about your association with Defender? How about that? Can I ask it that way?
Because the Defender video would be at least an hour long.
Yeah, make it because it's far more important that you had associations with a doxing swatting like group, a high-ranking member, and that was involved in multiple situations of like CP blackmail and all of that kind of stuff. I think that that's far more important than whatever glup shitto people are calling me Hitler comments that you want to talk about next. Okay, I think that that's far more important. I've made this extremely clear to you multiple times, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I would highly encourage you to make that your next video. But I'm not going to be surprised when I have these people called me Adolf Hitler Part 3 in my sub feed. Okay. But next question, since we're doing lightning round. So here's something that I want to talk about real quick. I genuinely feel like you presented the sexual assault claims very deceptively when you talk about the finger in the asshole thing. So with internet adjacent thinking that he had consent from you because of your physical like whatever, like the way that you moved your asshole towards his finger or whatever, like does that you don't really give mention to that, and maybe you do in the later parts of the video, but like in everything that I've seen in the times that we've talked to each other, you don't make any mention of that. Like is that sexual assault or is that a misread?
Sexual assault.
Why is that sexual assault?
Did you ever tell him no?
Because he actively moved on me and made advances on me without my consent. He openly lied, stating he had my consent, and he openly lied for 3 weeks straight before he admitted he didn't have it. He also lied on the behalf of Avalon, stating Avalon consented to see him masturbate on call, and then he eventually admitted that that never happened. He has a courtesy of just lying about people.
So right.
Consent.
So what you're telling me is that he said that. So no, he lied to try to make himself look better. That doesn't necessarily make him look a sexual assaulter. He lied and said that he had affirmative verbal consent, but even when he finally told the truth about it, he maintained very heavily, and this was in a call where he was being honest about everything else, he maintained completely and thoroughly that he thought that he had consent from you in terms of the way that you were giving him non-verbal physical signals.
I never gave him no, it's complete fucking
okay bullshit. So it's a he said. So, but when you say, but wait, real quick.
I said, and he.
No. This is a he said because, he still maintains that he had consent. You still maintain that you did not give consent, right? So you frame it as if he tells the truth and says that he never had consent, and that is not the case. He admits that he lied about the fact that he had verbal affirmative consent, but he still maintains that he had nonverbal physical, like signed consent.
He never had a nonverbal consent, and there was no indication of implied consent.
So you didn't even tell him no, anything like that?
There,
no?
And plus, with the context of your relationship and the fact that you flew him out there for like butt stuff and sucky, yeah, no, there actually is context around which there would be implied consent, 100%, yes.
Yeah, so it's like, wasn't that the whole reason why you flew him out to begin with?
my video explains like categorically
Okay,
numerous
well,
times
if
when
you
I've
keep
shut down.
referencing the video, can you just tell us up front?
You're giving an extremely bad faith charged question in order to
Just
demean my
answer
side
the
of the
damn
situation.
question.
I'm
Was
not
he
giving.
flown
No,
out for
watch
that
my
purpose?
video.
Was he flown out for that purpose? It's just yes or no. That's it.
We were all planning to go around London between the 11th of October to the 15th.
Okay,
That's
you
that's
were
not the way
planning
that
to
you
do a
phrased it
bit
to
of
me.
traveling,
That's not the way you
but
phrased it to me.
what were you
This is
planning?
mentioned in my response video.
I don't care if it's mentioned in your fucking response video. That's not what you said to me. No. I don't give a fuck what you say in your goddamn response video. Before your response video came out, the way that you phrased it to me on my stream and privately is that you wanted a piece of ass, okay? You literally said that. You thought you were going to prison, and you thought you might be, like, fucking raped in prison and stuff. You verbatim told me that as well. And, you know, you wanted to be able to have, like, some freedom ass, okay? Dude, you told me this. You told me this, okay? So I don't care if you decided to change your mind for your fucking response video. That's not what you said to me.
Okay, so to be clear, it was for sex then.
Yes. By his own words,
Okay,
yes.
Then why the fuck are you lying to me? What the fuck? It's so stupid.
Well, I'm literally not lying to you. There were numerous factors.
Mimpleton has no reason to be fucking making this up, and I
Yes.
guarantee.
It
By the way,
heavily
did this
affects
happen
my
online?
reputation. It heavily affects my
Might have-
reputation. I'm almost positive that this is on a stream. I'm almost positive. Hold on.
Two reasons. Stop speaking over me. It was two reasons. One, because it was a social event with everyone going out, and also because we were flying him for that.
But that's not what you told him. You
Correct.
literally said word for word verbatim that you thought you were going to be locked up and that you wanted to commit a fucking sex act. What the fuck?
Yes. That's what you told me.
Reasons. Yes.
That is no reason. That is
and then
no
it's explained, and then it's explained in the video that like sexual
Fuck
messages
your
that were sent
video,
before
dude.
the
You
situation.
admitted
Okay, all right. Fuck it. Let's concede that there can be another reason. That's a big reason, and thus it still allows that context in which there is like a you know, like there is this, you guys talked about sucky, you guys talked about butt stuff, you talked about how you have to be delicate on your penis, on your freaking wiener.
Yeah, so
okay?
I already explained fawn responses. Those were fawn responses, and also sexual messages that were sent before I saw them are completely.
This was not before you saw them.
Forward.
This was not before you saw them.
Consent can be revoked at any time.
Consent can absolutely. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Parlo. Consent can be revoked at any time. But when you do absolutely nothing about it, it is a he said. Okay, like you don't have the supporting thing that you like tried to push him off, and you said no.
That's not what I'm understanding either. If he was engaging sexually with you, why didn't you fucking make it known that you weren't comfortable or push him off or anything? Why didn't you make it clear?
I did numerous times.
Whoa.
I moved away.
Wait.
Yeah, I moved.
This is new. Wait, this is new.
I said I went rigid and I moved away, and then there was.
No, you just said you went rigid. You said you froze. You said you froze. And listen, Parlo. I have a very.
I said rigid. I said rigid.
You said you did. Okay, so rigid, froze, very similar. But like you did not say that you moved away. And on top of that, let me give you benefit of the doubt here because I have a very nuanced like understanding of like sexual assault and stuff like that. And like I do admit to the fact that like, you know, there can be times in which there is an unwanted sexual advance that is happening, and because of, you know, the way that people's bodies respond to stuff like that, sometimes you go into the freeze, the fight, flight, freeze. You go into freeze, you don't do anything, and you know, but again, that would be a he said. That is definitionally he said. Like you didn't do anything to prevent it, which I'm not blaming you for, but I'm just saying it is a he said. There is no definitive conclusion to this, and you cannot say that you have proof that he's a sexual assaulter when he lied about something to make himself look better. Is it raped? Absolutely, that he lied about something to make himself look better, but he maintains throughout that he had nonverbal consent from you. And under the pretext of the trip, you know, that obviously, yes, consent can be revoked anytime, but under the pretext of the trip, on top of the fact that you didn't say no or anything like that, I don't understand why it's so insane for him to think that he had nonverbal consent.
I have a question. How many sexual encounters did you have while they were there? Like, did this happen more than once, or was it just a singular instance?
Every incident that happened is laid out in the video and the document. I think it was.
Okay, I get it. You keep referring to it. I'm asking you just right now, how many times? Like, was there multiple?
Are we talking about like it
Like,
happens
I'm
and then
ta- I'm
minutes
talking
later
about
there's like
when
nothing and then it happens again? Or are we talking about
I'm
like
talking about when you
each
flew him out.
individual
How
day?
many times did you guys have, sexual intercourse or yada yada yada?
3.
3 times, and in one of these times you were not comfortable with him, correct?
Yes.
So, what order did this happen in? Just to,
Oh, for
just so
fuck's sake! I'm getting done to this, dude. It's in my document. Like you're asking questions that are already referenced in
not
my
an
document.
unfair question to ask. It's not an unfair question to ask.
Okay. Let's phrase it in a different way
well-
so it's way easier to answer. Was the asshole fingering thing that you were like super uncomfortable with and claimed to be sexual assault, was that the last one? Was that the last time?
Last time what?
Was that the last time that you guys engaged sexually?
If you watch, wait, no, we
Just say yes or
so
no.
many times.
Please
no.
just say yes or no. Okay, no.
No.
So it wasn't the last time. So you did engage further sexually with him after this encounter, correct?
Wait,
That was
wait,
the
so
no,
what-
the shower situation. The shower situation happened after.
Okay.
That's what I technically count.
Guys,
Like,
I'm gonna
a
hop off.
situation.
All right. Good night, Ruben. Thanks for
Okay,
joining,
man.
man. Appreciate it.
See you, man.
Parlo, I just want to say, like, I don't have anything against you as long as you don't like fuck with me and fuck with my friends and like throw accusations at them. Okay? Like I literally do not care until you start pulling people I care about into stuff. Okay? That's all I want to say. All right. Nothing against you personally until stuff like that starts. All right?
All right.
All right, man. I wish you the best, okay? Take
Wish
care.
you the best as well. So, yeah.
Thanks for joining, Ruben.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
lost.
if you watched my video, I talk about the shower situation, which was something that I never agreed to. By the way, he barged in. I count that as like a sexual
Okay,
situation.
we
because of the
understand that.
Which is a
but
he said again. But
the order this is in, this looks really fucking weird. You understand that, right?
Yes, it's a very weird situation to begin with.
So you're telling me this guy essentially raped you, but you still continue to engage with him sexually? Why?
I don't. What would you define as rape?
This is your definition. I'm going off of what you said. You're
okay,
basically
if we're going off of what he said, then let's just call it sexual assault, right? Just so that we don't
or
get into
sexual assault.
definitional
Sorry,
bullshit.
Maybe,
right?
maybe I worded it a bit too strong. If a guy
you're
was
fine.
sexually assaulting you, why would you still engage with him sexually, regardless after the fact? That doesn't.
I didn't.
But you just okay? Either you
No,
worded it wrong, or
no. I said the shower situation was something that like I deem as like a sexual situation, but I never like that we didn't do any. There was no.
But you continued to spend time with him, correct?
Yeah, you said you were uncomfortable.
You did continue to spend time with him. You spent time in the same Airbnb with him.
There's been times when I've been like essayed before, and I just keep it like silent.
Parlo,
Like,
here's the
I
point.
just don't say
Parlo,
anything.
here's the point. You wait, hold on. So, and this is good information for you as well, Vic. So, the point is, you returned to the Airbnb to spend more time with him, correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm not understanding.
Because
Whoa,
you didn't
whoa,
even
whoa,
sleep
whoa,
at the
whoa.
Airbnb, did you? Correct.
Whoa! I didn't return after that incident.
After the
finger thing,
asshole
those
fingering.
were the two. No, I didn't leave and come back. That was the same day as the shower.
Okay, so the shower.
situation, my God.
Okay, see that helps, Parlo. That's exactly why I'm asking this. Okay, so that was the same day.
And a lot, and then the thing that pisses me off is like, it's like, oh, why didn't you say no? Why didn't you say no? Well, with situations like that, I fucking freeze. I don't know what to say. I mention it in my document, but no one fucking mentions.
No, didn't I just? No. Don't give me that. I just told you that is a valid way to respond, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's a way that human beings respond
when
to
I
that stuff
ask
sometimes.
when I ask that question, I'm not trying to victim blame you. I'm just trying to understand. It's like, I don't know if I would react in that situation.
I don't know what to say when it happens because I'm scared of what's gonna happen. It's gonna be so fucking awkward. I just try and move the fuck away.
You're allowed to act that way.
Parlo, we all are saying that is fair, but what I am telling you is for you to frame it as if this guy admitted to sexual assault is just not true, and it is a he said. That is my entire point of bringing that up in the first place. It is not to say that you deserved to be victimized in any way. It is not to say that you're like interpretation of the way that that happened is not valid. But what it is to say is that he maintained that he thought he had consent, even when he admitted to lying about the affirmative verbal consent. He maintained that he thought that he had nonverbal consent from you. And like, it is not him admitting to a sexual assault like you frame it in your video.
Can we play the Fergie clip again? The one, I don't think you've reached that part of the video.
I think I have.
There was another one where it was oh, I actually do play at the start, where he says about explicit consent. He acted, in his own words, on me without explicit consent. I do believe there is not much charitability you can give in a situation like that at all, especially with the fact that he's had these allegations before, and he should have absolutely had before. This is like me with the dupe situation. If I'm going to engage with someone, I'm going to make sure to ID verify and not make the same mistake again. He should have had like the absolute ability at his age of 21 to ensure that he has the whole consent of someone before engaging with them sexually, which he did not have. He did not have that at all.
Now, Parlo.
Yeah, I want to kind of make something. Well, hold up. I just want to say this. I don't think anyone's defending IA.
No.
I kind of want to make that clear.
No, exactly.
Because it feels like, it feels like you're trying to say that, like, especially Himpleton and I, of all fucking people, don't defend him at all. Like, again, still waiting on this mystical magical autism diagnosis that's supposed to exonerate him, and I know he'll never produce it because I know he doesn't have it. It's not really the thing that I think Himpleton's trying to get at. It's more just like there are timeline issues, there's things like that. The clarification you're now giving, while great, isn't apparent in parts of your video. So like, I think Himpleton is trying to like give you, like, he's trying to give you an olive branch. It's the same thing here. I don't really hate you.
Yeah.
I have no feelings towards you. Himpleton is trying to give you an olive branch to show like where the holes lie.
Right.
No pun intended.
God damn it. But yes, that's exactly right. Like, I mean, like, my whole thing here is that, like, you know, again, this, whatever way we put this, Parlo, like, and I'm not trying to invalidate your own experience here. That is not what I'm trying to do at all. But what I'm telling you is that by every metric and every matter, including the context in which the meetup happened, all of the previous messages, everything that we've talked about before, this is a clear he said. It is not an admission of sexual assault. Like, and that is, like, I'm resting on that one. Okay. Like, I mean, that is like, and you frame it that way in your video. And like, you're just opening yourself to be labeled a false accuser in that way, because like, it's not that clear cut. It's not. It's just not that clear cut. And there, unfortunately, Parlo, there's a lot of times where it's not that clear cut. Like, and that's just something that happens. But that's why you can't be using this definitive language and like framing him as this definitive, like, you know, he admitted to it, he's the sexual assaulter, he admitted to it, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, he didn't.
Sorry, go Parlo. And
No,
you first.
I mean, I just want to make like a closing statement, but you just go ahead first.
And I'm going to be honest with you, because I've been popping around the other live streams because people are reacting to Himpleton right now. You come onto this call with Ruben, with this other gentleman that I don't know his name. Sorry, Vic, I believe.
Vic.
Yeah, Vic. And you start accusing them and friends around them and Schlepp, for instance, of all of these improprieties, that they have people. And then when pressed on evidence, there's a lack thereof, which I'm sorry
Wait. I sent Himpleton DHT Discord logs and screenshots.
But hold up. But then there's this mystical magical who's it? The gender reassignment surgery which is happening in a call, things like that. Let me finish, right? There are instances where you do show evidence for some things, but then when the people in the call are saying, "Hey, what are you saying about me?" It's kind of nebulous. It's he said again. You do understand that you've now tied what you identify as your sexual assault story to these claims now. You didn't make 3 separate videos. You made one together video and this follow-up. So now that you've wrapped it up in that, if people start poking holes in the other stories that you bring attention to, they're now going to start saying, well, maybe his assault story is false too. And I don't believe that. Again, I'm telling you that verbatim, I don't believe that. But do you understand what I'm trying to tell you is that you have wrapped it and roped it up in personal vendettas. And if people just start saying, you know what, we have evidence to the contrary, or you can't show that evidence, now it's, well, maybe everything he says is a lie. Oh, did I?
Can
Sorry,
we
get
play
disconnected.
the Can we play the Wolfgang admission clip again?
Can you send it to me?
It's in my video. I cannot be asked to
Dude.
get the timestamp.
Okay,
Of a
then no.
3-hour-long
Then
video,
no.
dude.
Then no, I'm
All
not
right.
gonna do it. Yeah.
I can't be fucked with
Then
that video.
then I'll get it when I get to it. Because otherwise,
Hey,
I'm
can we
not.
get a timestamp
like,
in chat,
I'm
everybody?
not for you asking me to like do something that's gonna help you. The impetus is on you to find the timestamp. 100%, buddy. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you. Okay. I think
Again,
that
man,
makes sense.
I don't think anyone like dislikes you. It's just like the biggest thing is like you're swinging at a lot of you're swinging everywhere all at once, and every single time is like, and then when you tie it up like your assault story with, allegations of or trying to fight other allegations, or like today with this specific gender reassignment stuff. I'm going to reiterate this. It's people are going to look at the totality of who you are and start disregarding you, which sucks. I'm going to tell you that right now. That sucks because you could still be a victim of things, but disregarding because you're swinging at every single person in existence in your space, in your orbit.
Well.
Okay.
It's been a very productive call.
All right, so Parlo, closing statement, like you said.
You do your statement first. I just gotta formulate what the fuck has been going on for the past 2.5 hours.
Yeah, man.
Actually, in awe.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll go. Yeah, no, I'm in awe. This shit, pretty speechless. What an absolute fucking waste of time this has been for 2.5 hours.
I think this is quite
It's
fun.
basically been a relapse in what I said that I wouldn't do, and I did it. I'll see what I do. The Defender stuff, of course, I'm doing a video on that, but like, this drama is so fucking tiring. I genuinely absolutely fucking hate this drama. If I could have a time machine, all of this fucking started when Nats made that false police report on me. From what happened, it was a ricochet effect. And you know what? It actually started due to my mental retardation at the very start with the dupe situation. If that had never come into pass, all of this stuff would have never come from that. And it could have been so much better. And I only fault myself for that. I was very hopeful that this video would give insight into like everything that happened, but you learn, and this is a learning experience. Certainly a wonderful learning experience. Yeah, I do appreciate Ruben's charitability. I can't say that other people share that same level of maturity, unfortunately, in this community. But yeah, we're going to have fundamental disagreements with how we perceive what Wolfgang did, and it's going to be hard to understand what my opinions are of that, considering how tarnished my credibility is. But I know fundamentally how he acts. I tried to go into deep into his psychology in that video. But if this proves anything, I got told not to dig myself another hole again. I did it. Fucked up. It's pretty humbling. It's a pretty humbling experience, but it is what it is. With the GoFundMe as well, genuinely, I've been lectured more than you can ever know about it from IRLs and people like that, close friends. I really don't know what to say, as you can tell. I really don't know what you can. I really don't know what I can say. This has just been a very cancerous past few fucking months, and I think I'm just gonna focus on game development after this fucking video and leave this absolute shithole community. So yeah.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
so. But I mean,
No.
like
I
let's.
was hoping you were taking my
I'm
advice.
I'm really gonna consult myself. I think I'm just gonna give my passwords to like other people, and they're just gonna fucking tell me what to do. Because I literally got told not to do this shit. I did it. I literally said to one of my friends, I think this will be a productive conversation and it won't go bad. And do you know what's been derived from it? Parlo is a groomer. He's a retard. He's a liar. He lied about SA. I'm not saying you guys made that definitive claim, but that's what's going to be taken from that. It just blew up in my fucking face. I genuinely believed that there was a way I could cover this situation, but yeah. The thing was, halfway into it, I kind of just wanted to go to sleep and just step away from this, but I was too deep into this conversation already. Too deep.
Yeah, listen, what I would just say is just like, you know me by now. You know that like I try to be as fair as I can be, and I don't have any like evil ill will towards you or anything like that. Like, I just there's I get excited, I get a little hyped up and stuff. I tell you that I'm gonna like stick my dick in your mouth or whatever, but I don't have like ill will towards you or anything like that.
I'm happy. I know I'm actually happy about everything that happened. I'm genuinely happy. I'm not doing a 3-hour long video again, that's for sure. But I do want to get like the Defender stuff out. But it's been a pretty embarrassing call. But yeah, I'm thankful that there's like level-headed people like you still.
Yeah.
And it's not been like consistent shitting on thing. But I think this certainly is the how would you say it, the most awkward and cancerous stream you've ever done? No one's lobotomized himself as much as I have in this stream. Not even Wolfgang, I don't think.
No, legitimately.
Not even Wolfgang.
No, listen, Parlo, I'll give you some good grace here. Legitimately, the snunk call is so much worse than this.
I've watched it. I'm gonna be honest. I think this takes the cake.
Well, it's shorter, but trust me, it's more severe. Okay, so don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think anybody, like, I have no reason to hate you, despise you. I think you may be stupid sometimes. I think you may be, I think you may be pig-headed. But I don't think that you're like an evil person. That's fucking gay and cringe. Listen, if you want to keep making content, make
Do you know
it.
the
I don't
thing that
really give a
pisses
fuck.
me off? Do you know the thing that pisses me off so much? My friends told me not to do like not to release the document, not to talk about any of this shit. I fucking did it, and they told me what would happen if I did it, and I kept thinking, because of my pure impulsivity, I kept fucking thinking that I could genuinely have like a peaceful conversation and everything would be fine, and I get molested so fucking hard. And I spent 2.5 months on that video thinking that people would actually understand what I have to say. And then what? I've taken one step forward, not even a step forward, a quarter of a step forward, 50 steps back.
Hey, Parlo, can I ask you like an honest question? Don't take this like negatively. Would you consider yourself a lol cow at this point?
I don't use that term. I think that's like middle ground. I would view myself like below that, like mentally retarded, just mentally retarded. No, like
Okay.
I shouldn't. The word lolcow does a disservice. I think I don't know. I really don't know.
Wait, so
Would you? Okay.
you're lower than a local, or you're slightly higher?
I don't know.
So let me rephrase the question then. People like Christian, people like there's individuals that get covered on the internet, like Christian and others. Would you consider yourself among their rank? Not necessarily your mentality, but
Okay,
just
this is
the
okay.
level of rake stepping that you kind of get into.
Yeah, I guess I exhibit the behavioral traits of a lolcow. I don't deny that. Moving forward, obviously, I don't think I'm going to be ever doing a stream again. Obviously, and regarding videos and stuff, I'm going to be very selective in the content I want to do. It's really just going to be talking about what Potama did, which was sending cease and desist to everyone because he's a disgusting pedophile. But like, I think I'm really done with like this entire thing.
I would just
really do.
honestly, Parlo, like you do this a lot when we have these calls. I would genuinely just highly encourage you to just like give it some thought. Don't even like say anything definitive here. Don't say that you're going to do something, you're not going to do something. Just like just give it a good amount of thought, okay? And like that's all you should be doing. Like you should just, after this you should just, have a couple of days to just kind of think about this and self-reflect and stuff like that, and then you're going to be able to make a better, more informed decision of how you would like to move forward.
I really shouldn't have had my channel terminated. There was absolutely moving forward with that channel, but now that that's been completely lobotomized, like I'm completely clueless on what to do.
Well, and I would agree with that, man. Like I don't think that anybody deserves to have their channel falsely terminated. And I think that everyone in the call, Ruben and Vic included, would both agree to the fact that like even though they don't think that you probably should have a channel and they think it's probably bad for you and stuff like that, that you don't, and they even said this, they don't think that you deserve to be falsely terminated under the circumstances in which you were, right? Like, and I mean, like, like I think you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody who is okay with that, right? I think you certainly were done an injustice in that way, and like I don't think that there's any ifs, ands, and buts about it, right? But unfortunately, that's the reality, right? And the we're in a post Parlo main channel world, right? Yeah.
We'll see what I need to do. We'll see.
Yeah, and Parlo, one more thing before you go. Can you say Tyrone W?
Tyrone W.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Tyrone W. Thank you guys so much for having me. Parlo, take care of yourself. DMs are always open, buddy. Himpleton, always a pleasure.
Yes. Thank you, Foggy.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye, Parlo. All right, Vic, any last words? Anything I should know or anything like that? Dude, Vic fucking died. Hello? Vic? Dude, Vic fucking died. What the fuck? Dude. Okay. Well, bye, Vic. This was good. Should I just wait a second? Should I wait a little bit? Vic?
Damn, it kicked me out of the call. I was like, the fuck happened?
Oh, I was about to be like, what the fuck? Dude, I was so confused. I was like...
Like, he left, he's like put a curse. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I was like, where did everyone go?
dude,
I was got kicked out.
I was just like, dude, you should have heard that. I was just like, dude, are you, hello?